Alarms and mark your calendars. Wednesdays at 12 noon, we're going live, and you won't want to miss a single play. Bar Level Sports Show, raising the bar on sports commentary. Be there or miss out on the game-changing excitement.
The view from the other side.
Sorry, I was a bit premature there, as the listener says. So please welcome to the blue corner, ladies and gentlemen, once again from the National Boxing Academy, and Bishop Stortford, Rachel Band. Ladies and gentlemen, will you please welcome both ladies and gentlemen on the TV's program. It's a three-round contest in the lightweight division. Please welcome once again boxing out of the blue corner, representing the National Boxing Academy from Bishop Stortford. Please welcome from the beautiful city of St.
alarms and mark your calendars. Wednesdays at 12 noon, we're going live, and you won't want to miss a single play. Bar Level Sports Show, raising the bar on sports commentary. Be there or miss out on the game-changing excitement.
What's good with ya? What's hood with ya? Welcome, people. Welcome back to Bar Level. We on the forward. We here today, man. Got a bag of stuff to get through today. All right, let me quickly run through all of that. You know what I'm saying, guys? Don't forget, make sure you like and subscribe. Let me get a couple bits and bobs on the screen. You know what it is, man. You know what it is, actually. That's just me. That's just me good on the sofa. If you want to come mess with a brother, you wanna dig me. As always, you're here now, so please subscribe to the channel. We building. You know what I mean? I am here on my own today. Fives is on holiday. It's gonna be that way for a few weeks. You wanna dig me? So that's why I've got a bag of stuff. So let's get straight into this, my people. All right, quick rundown of what the topics are. So we got Bayern Munich considering certain amount of man. Tuchel on his way out, literally on his way out. So it's a little little topic right there. Next up, we got Darren Bent. We're gonna do a reaction video to the shameless Holgate tackle. Oh yeah, we're going to talk about that, where I call it a tackle. You know what I'm saying? We're going to talk about the WSL race between Chelsea, Man City and Arsenal. We're going to talk about the Premier League race, the last 13 games, Liverpool, Arsenal and Man City. You under dig me? Looks like the Liverpool women need to stand up a little bit, get me? Because it's not looking good around here. What else we got? Also a reaction video to Goldenstein. Andy Goldstein. Is a 3-game match ban actually long enough when the tackles are filthy? We're going to talk about that. Also reacting to Jason Cundy. Is it better to be a Luton fan right now? Big up Jamie. You know what I'm saying? Big up Jamie, aka YT. Big up Jamie. He's a Luton fan and a Chelsea fan, so big him up as well. We're going to talk about that. What's gone wrong with Brendan Rodgers up at Celtic? What's going on up there? Or Celtic and Rangers, I can't remember which one he is, but either way, it's up there. We're going to talk about it. Mark Clattenburg, the ex-Gladiator ref, looks like he's being hired by Nottingham Forest, so I don't know if he's going to be on Gladiators anymore. You know what I'm saying? I'm taking the piss. You know he's a vet referee. You know what I mean? Just took that little side job. Didn't he go to Asia or China? Didn't he go somewhere to do some work? You know what I mean? Well, he the first one out of here. You get me? We talk about Kevin Phillips heading to Euro 24. I don't know how that's possible. Then we're gonna have a little game, see how many Premier League goalkeepers I can name in 30 seconds. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna talk about the Tottenham supporter Abby. You know what I'm saying? We've had a little deluded, bless her little cotton socks, deluded self. We're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about the top 10 midfielders of the Premier League era. You understand me? So I'm gonna give you my list, and then you know what I mean. You lot can give me your list down below. Football aside, we're going to talk about rugby, the difference between rugby union and rugby league, because I actually don't know the difference. And I'm saying I had a little skim and interesting. Sherry Ann Fraser set to retire after this Olympics. We're going to talk about that. Dwayne Chambers takes on Gladiator. No, not the same Gladiator referee, actual Gladiator. You know what I mean? In the indoor championships. Vince McMahon resigns from WWE parent club TKO. Oh yeah, some allegations running around there, but we're going to talk about that. And then we're going to wrap up the show with Nottingham Forest sign some class, inviting one of their oldest fans to date to come down. I'm not sure if it's her sight or her hearing that's going. I think it's sight because she used to be a season ticket holder, but we'll get there when we get there, and then we're gonna wrap it up. You know what I'm saying, with a reaction to some good sportsman stuff. You wanna dig me? So that's how we go play it. That's how we gonna play it, people. So with that said, we're going to start, obviously, with the fixtures. Well, first we're going to check on last week's predictions, and then we're going to do this weekend's predictions. Are y'all with me? Let's get it. All right, people. So here we go. Fixtures from last week. We're going to check the predictions. Yeah, so it was just me, so we're going to fly through this one. Brentford versus Liverpool. I said 2-1 to Brentford. It was 4-1 to Liverpool. Burnley versus Arsenal. I said 4-1 to Arsenal. Did I do this already? I feel like I did this already. But anyway, Burnley versus Arsenal. I said 4-1 to Arsenal. It was 5-0 to Arsenal. Fulham versus Villa. I said 4-1 to Fulham. It was a 2-2 draw. Forest versus West Ham. I said that would be a 2-2 draw. It was 2-0 to Forest. Spurs versus Wolves. I said 3-1 to Spurs. It was 2-1 to Forest. City versus Chelsea. I said 5-1 to City. It was a 1-1 draw on the Sunday. Sheffield United versus Brighton. I said 3-2 to Brighton. It was 5-0 to Brighton. Luton versus Man United. I said 2-1 to Luton. It was 2-1 to Man United. On Monday, Everton versus Palace. I said 2-1 to Everton. It was a 1-1 draw. Man City versus Brentford. That was yesterday, Tuesday. I said 2-1 to Brentford. It was 1-0 to Man City. And today, Liverpool play Luton, and I'm calling that a 2-2 draw prediction. So far, I've got nothing right from last week. So that Liverpool game is the last game that I can actually get in there. Excuse me. So yeah, I gave that a 2-2 draw. Let me just wipe that off right there. Don't need that. All right, people. So I think this is the 26th week, right? 26th week. Everyone's played. So here we go. It's time. It is time, baby. I got my girl, you got your man. Keep it cool, nothing has to change. Just take one. All right, I hope I ain't missed no one out on my fixtures. I've got fixtures from Friday to Monday. Let me just double check that there ain't no games next Tuesday that I've missed. No, it's FA Cup next Tuesday. All right, cool. Yeah, so here we go. We're starting off straight away. Going in Friday, the only game on Friday, well, it's postponed because their man got League Cup on Sunday. It was Chelsea versus Spurs, but that has been postponed. You get me? I don't even know why I wrote it down really, but it's better to have everything on there, then you can just sign it off. All right, let's go into Saturday. So Saturday, we got Villa kicking it off the weekend versus Forest. Villa versus Forest, I think that's a Villa game. Forest has been doing quite well recently. You know what I'm saying? They beat West Ham. Was that their last game? Was that the West Ham game that I just mentioned? Yep, they beat West Ham. Have they played again since? Nope. That's it right there. So this is their game to come in here. Forest could give them a little trouble, but I don't think they're going to give them that much trouble. You understand me? I don't think they're going to give them that much trouble. So I'm going to call it 3-1. 3-1 to Forest. I mean, 3-1 to Villa. That's what I'm going with. Hold on 1 second, peoples. Yaga yo, Jamie. I see you, brother. Salute. I'm just flying through these predictions real quick. You understand me? Flying through these real quick. Right. Brighton versus Everton. The way that Brighton is starting to speed up now, you know what I mean? They're doing what they're supposed to be doing, what I thought they were going to be doing from the start of the season. It's like they're getting their second win now with only X amount of games left. But I think they're going to take care of Everton. I'm going to put 4-1 on that. It could even be 4-2, but I'm going to put 4-1 on that. Palace hosting Burnley is the next game. Palace versus Burnley in the next game. Palace is looking shaky. Burnley's been shaky. So I'm going to call that there a 1-all draw. Sorry guys. He's on holiday, bruv. He's on holiday. Yeah, he's on holiday. We said that when the last time he was here, he was going to be going on holiday. I don't even know when he's back, but as soon as he's back, he'll be back. Get me? But he's on holiday. All right, next up, we got Man United. Is it Man United? Yeah, Man United hosting Fulham. Ooh, they just took care of Luton 2-0. I can't really say much. We took care of Luton 3-2. You know what I'm saying? Luton ain't getting dashed around. But there's no need to bring up Luton because it ain't their fixture. Fulham. Can Fulham go to Old Trafford and do something? I don't know. Possible, but I'm going to say again 2-1 to United. I think that's the way it's going to go. Bournemouth versus City. I'd like Bournemouth to try a thing. I'd like them to try a thing, but they could also get run over. So it could be a beating. It could be a 5-0 thumping, or it could be a 2-all draw. And I'm going to put it in the universe because I need it. 2-all draw. Arsenal hosting Newcastle. Oh, why did I scratch that out there? That shouldn't have been a scratch out. Sorry. Made a little fart there. Right. Arsenal versus Newcastle. Newcastle haven't been doing too well. We've been doing very well, but this is the type of game where they bounce back. But it is at home. We should be in very much control. I want to say 4-1, but I'm going to be a little bit more humble and say 3. 3-1 to Arsenal. 3-1 to Arsenal. Yes, sir. All right. Yeah, City did get lucky. They have been getting lucky, but at the end of the day, this is what I say. As much as I do agree with you, I don't want to sing that song because you look at any team that's won titles, go through those 38 games. They were lucky. You know what I'm saying? There's luck here and there. You know what I'm saying? You get penalty, you get last minute this, they get sent off. Shit happens. You know what I'm saying? But what I will say is, I told man, don't write Haaland off. I told them, don't write Haaland off. The best in the world ever to play, Ronaldo, Messi, Maradona, Pele, all them man, they have had bad games. Games where they did not do their best. It happens. But you pissed superstars off, and I don't mean the superstars because they're names and they go to red carpet stuff. Superstars in the game, in the bubble that we live in football, don't piss them off because that gives them energy. That's why you see them. That's why they celebrate like that. That's why they do, because you're feeding them. You know what I'm saying? You're feeding them. So don't do it. Don't do it. Stay humble with it. All right, Sunday, Wolves versus Sheffield United. Wolves coming off spanking Spurs. There's only 2-1. Spanking Spurs. So I don't think Sheffield United could hold up at all. I don't think they can do a thing with Wolves. I'm going to say 3-1 to Wolves as well. You underdig me? Sunday is the final. I'm going to be doing a watch along, guys. Let me just let that be known. Did I put it on here? Yes, I did. I'm going to be doing a watch along for the final. So join me. I will be here. You know what I'm saying? Little light work. I don't have nothing I don't have no one. You get me? There's no one that I'm backing really. I'd say don't want Liverpool to win it so they don't get momentum because winning does that. You know what I'm saying? You win one thing, you want to win more. So just on that basis, I hope Chelsea hold it. You get me? Otherwise, I don't really care to tell you the truth. It's just watching a final. It's just watching a final. So I'm just gonna say I want it to be I want it to be 6-6 and then Chelsea win on pens. You get me? That's what I'm gonna write right here. I want it to be entertaining as hell because I'm gonna be watching. So I want it to be entertaining. 6-6 penalties. Chelsea win. The last penalty. You get me? And Liverpool missed the last penalty. Excitement. That's just not gonna happen. But yeah. We put it in the air. Last game for my predictions is Monday. West Ham hosting Brentford, and I think Brentford's gonna take that 3-1. Yes, sir. So that's it. That's that. That's the fixtures, people. All right. First story up. We're going to be talking Bayern Munich. We're going to be talking Tuchel. We're going to be talking who Bayern Munich have got on their little short list. Oh, yes, sir. All right, people. So hold up a minute. Let me get a couple bits on here. Right. First and foremost, because before this topic was just going to be who are Bayern Munich considering. So we'll do that in a second. Quickly fly through that. Thomas Tuchel is to leave Bayern Munich. He's going to leave. You know what I mean? He ain't even been there long. God damn it. Tuchel is set to leave Bayern Munich after a terrible run. Let's just call it what it is. Hold on a minute. So I'm going to make sure. Oh, you can't even see what I'm reading. Let's do that. Yeah, man. On a terrible run, he has now agreed with the club to depart at the end of the campaign. Damn, the decision comes after discussions between Tuchel and Bayern Munich, with the manager confirming the news. Tuchel explains, "We have agreed that we will end our collaboration at the end of the season. Until then, my coaching staff and I will, of course, continue to do everything we can to ensure maximum success for Bayern." You get me? Reports have previously claimed that Bayern may appoint an interim manager until the end of the season, with Solskjaer amongst the rumored candidates. I couldn't believe that when I heard that. Meanwhile, Zinedine Zidane has been tipped to return to management and replace Tuchel in the long term. However, Alonso is now understood to be Bayern's top candidate to take over in the summer. Why? Because he's making you man be second, huh? That's hilarious. That is such an old school Man United thing. Personally, that they were top of the world. Glory, Man United. They were top of the world. As soon as you get a little player that's there, they take him. They take him. Make you weaker, make them stronger. Even if they don't even want that player. You get me? It's crazy. Tuchel has been in charge since March 2023 after replacing Nolsman. You know what? It's only last year. Yeah, he even been there a whole year. Well, it's coming. It's nearly a year. Get me? Bayern went on to Pip Dortmund to the Bundesliga title last term by their fortunes. What? But their fortunes under Tuchel have faded this term. That's crazy, man. It's crazy considering Kane's gone over there. You get me? What's his name? Dyer. See, that's what happened when you bring man like Dyer over there, blood. However, it is in their league performance that has perhaps been the most damaging on the former Chelsea boss. Bayern's run of 11 consecutive Bundesliga titles is at risk. Ooh, so you get 11. Oh, what? They got 10 and 11. This could be the 11th or this could be the 12th. I don't know. You get me? Ooh, it's not the end of the world, bruv. Losing one ain't the end of the world. After you've won 10, it's not the end of the world, bruv. You know what I'm saying? You lot got to really come on. In 44 matches as a manager so far, he has won 28, drawn 5 and lost 11. However, 4 of those 11 defeats have come in the last 7 matches. Ooh, it's not good, is it? It's not good because they were on fire. When Kane got there, they were on fire. All right, let me hit the next tab, which is talking about Bayern wants Solskjaer, wants Alonso, wants Zinedine Zidane to be the potential successors. You underdig me? Liverpool target Alonso is the preferred candidate to succeed. Or Zidane. If Zidane is coming back, get me, while they also look at Zidane and Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. First of all, it would be, I believe it would be, they want Alonso. Yeah, they'll take him today. Or They want Tuchel out now, put Solskjaer in now, and then beg for Zizi to come and pick it up at the end. The pressure has increased on Tuchel following a 3-2 loss on Sunday, which leaves the German team 8 points behind Alonso's team. Woo! Leverkusen is kicking batty. It's also the third straight defeat after they were beaten 1-0 to Lazio in the first leg of the Champions League, which everyone is saying that they can just easily get back on track. It's not like that. That's not life. Keep telling people facing a first trophyless season in 12 years. Wow. So not even a cup thing. Oh yeah, I forgot that they lost the cup. Bayern's primary plan remains to reach the end of the campaign with Tuchel and honestly assess the situation. Yeah, but Bayern's hierarchy immediately decided to stick with Tuchel after the embarrassing defeat, with the former Chelsea and PSG boss not considering his resignation. Well, cool, whatever. You know what I'm saying? None of that matters. None of that matters, really. Oh, now they're talking about Alonso going to Liverpool, so that's not really a thing. You know what I'm saying? What about here? Zizi. There's nothing concrete at this stage, but the Bayern Munich appreciate about the Frenchman is his aura and experience, while he's also immediately available. The 51-year-old who has been without a job since leaving Real Madrid in May 2001, won the Champions League 3 times in his managerial time at the Spanish club, while he also led them to the La Liga title twice. Not bad, boy. Not bad. Out of 5. You get me? Should I say, pardon me, out of 6. You win 5 things. Take that, bruv. Take that. But I can honestly say, and I know people will be like, you can't say that. I would honestly say, for me, certain jobs in certain places, certain things just go. You have to start looking at other things and other attributes, because Barcelona, Real Madrid, let's be honest, man. Barcelona, Real Madrid, Bayern Munich, freaking PSG, City, like those clubs, it should be automatic. You're in your title race, you're in the cup runs, and you're in the Champions League, run. That should be automatic. So I don't really like to wax too lyrical about people being it. It's like Zizi, that's Zizi's first job, no? Your first job can't be Real Madrid in your chest high, unless you did a Guardiola and there's a Real Madrid B team, and then you were working them and you were smashing with them, and then when you came to play the Real Madrid team, you get me, you made them man nervous. Then all right, cool, you know what I'm saying? But to be really honest with you, that's why I think Arsene, I know people are gonna say I'm biased, but that's why I think Arsene is like top 2, because I'm hearing all these different things, like Sir Alex didn't do the coaching, like he had coaches, you know what I'm saying? He just picked the team and managed. That's not, I don't know, man. I feel very uncomfortable. You get me? As much as I respect Sir Alex, you get me? When it gets down to the bare bones, he's in charge, is what it is. But then again, the person who owns the club is in charge, so why don't they get the credit and the love? You know what I'm saying? It doesn't make much sense to me. You can't have everything. You know, like when you play FIFA, and you want to, bar being the team that you support, right? After you've played it for a few years and you're bored and you win things and you try and do things, you want to be the team who's got dough. That's been a thing from time ago. You want to be the team who's got dough, right? Off the bat. And I'm old school, so when you first started playing, there weren't no, do you want to put in extra funding and all them kind of thing? No, you just picked the team that had the most dough. You get me? After obviously having, like I said, having fun with your own team, you pick the team who got the most dough so that you can spend and you can just go and get who you want. You can't do that at teams lower in the table or lower leagues. I would love, because they do it on the way up. And it's not even all of them. Like I said, Zizi's first job is Real Madrid. That can't be your first job. Like a Ferrari shouldn't be your first car. A Beamer shouldn't be your first car. You ain't knowing nothing yet. You're a rust bucket. Get me? So you can know how cars run and da 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 da. You know what I'm saying? That's the problem. That's the problem. Most billionaires started off poor. So they know about sleeping in cars. They know about how much fast food costs and all them kind of things there. Their children have no idea. You know what I mean? And it's a good and a bad thing because I know I'm going off a little tangent here, but because you know, like when you was at school, the people you used to take the mickey out of, that stupidly, the ones who do their homework, study hard, you know what I'm saying? After school, they're going straight home and you don't see them about at the weekend. They're off doing other things or they're just staying in the yard doing work. You know what I mean? They used to get teased. But that's stupid because who now, when the people who were doing the teasing, when they're now older, what do they want their children to do? To be the people that they were teasing. Ain't that weird? I always find that hilarious. I always find that crazy. You can even bring it to hip hop. Look at all the rappers, yeah, especially gangster rappers. The street ones. Listen to them, and then listen to them in an interview. It's two different mindsets. You know what I mean? They tell you what they would do to a punk and a pussy. Ask them where they sending their children private school. They used to take the mick out of private school youths. Them, get me? Used to go try rob them. It's crazy how the world works and how the human mind works. It is nuts. But with all that said, I do think certain managers, they need to go and taste dirt. It's like, look, even Arteta, first real job is Arsenal. That's a blessing, bruv. That's a blessing. Really and truly, his first job was being Pep's number 2. Blessing. You don't just get that. You know what I'm saying? You have to have links to get them kind of job there. That's because he's from Barca. Sorry. He's from Barca. They got that connection. They both from there. They both come from that academy type place. That place, I can't remember what they call it, but it's basically their academy. That's because they got the same. You get me? They may not know how to all deliver it all out the same and as sweet and as slick as Pep, but they all got it here because they all were taught it. Ain't no one from that academy don't know the knowledge that Pep knows. There's none. They have the same. He might have got his own added to it when he's at City and he's at Bayern Munich. You know what I'm saying? Added a little bit more while he's away from Barcelona. But the core, you could say, really and truly, is an Ajax core. Cruyff. If we're going to be real with it, Barcelona's core is technically a Dutch core, bruv. If we're going to be deep about it. But all that said, who do you guys think should be the next manager of Bayern Munich? I think Solskjaer, no way. Solskjaer, no way. No. Behave yourself. You know what I'm saying? Behave yourself. I definitely think it's between Alonso and Zizi. I think that's a toss-up. And I want Alonso to stay over there, bruv. Don't want Liverpool having no smooth transitions. You got to suffer like the rest of us suffer, bruv. So Alex gone, Man United suffer. Arsenal gone, Arsenal suffer. It's time for you, man, to feel that, bruv. Klopp gone, time for you lot to feel that. Straight. So let me know down in the comment who you think should be down below. All right. Got man in like Jamie in the comments. Sorry, brother. Let me check what you're saying. Chelsea was not so much then City, but yeah, he's not a good striker right now. Get me? He might do a thing, but right now he ain't a good striker. I even bought him on FIFA just for the hell of it, and he ain't that guy. He ain't that guy. Can we talk about the Ferdinand thing with Saka? I did that already. I did that last week. The video's up of the mini clip of it. Yeah, I did that last week, man. He's a joker. I ain't even got no time for that. Get me? I got that straight off the way. Rio's an idiot. Rio be talking about players above his station. It's real talk. As much as I think Tuchel's a great manager, but him blaming Kane and he scored over 20. Did he blame Kane? Nah, Kane ain't to blame. See, he's starting to sound like fives. Kane is not meant to blame. That guy there does his job perfectly. Score goals. You get me? Man got to Germany, bang, 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 bang. No, you're not blaming Kane. We can't have that. And I didn't even know he did that. That's stupid. You get me? That is dumb. All right, last 2 comments. Older gangsters want to come over here while the youngsters want to go in the older ones. only do it to get money and to provide for their family. The older gangsters want to come out while the younger ones want to go in. Yeah, bruv. Yeah. Yeah. If you're talking about life and street shit, yeah. Facts. I'd say try and get Maria. What, at Bayern? Ooh. You know what? As stupid as this sounds, because I just heard someone else say it about Liverpool, and it's stupid to say it, but I don't think he fits. I don't think he fits Bayern Munich. You know what I mean? Because you know Jose. Jose is a come in 2 years, rock up the place. You know what I mean? Come up, rock up the place. You do as I say when I say it. You don't even care about the people above him. You do what I say when I say it, and I say it. You know what I mean? I don't think Bayern, I don't think they like that. I think that's probably Tuchel's little problem. You know what I mean? Too much chitty chatty, because that's why Chelsea dash him in it. Run too much of this to the people upstairs. We pay you. You can do that talking in the dressing room and maybe at press conferences. You don't shout up. You ask. You get me? You ask. May I? Not give me. May I? It was that line. It's Jada Kiss. I teach her how to say may I have instead of gimme. Yeah, I like that. You get me? Straight up. What? Yeah, he got a club. You saying he ain't got a club? Yeah, I know that. I know he's fired, but does he suit them? Does he suit their style? He was already Tottenham's manager with Kane. So he ain't gonna stop Kane. He ain't gonna stop Kane from scoring, but he might make them man there park the bus. I don't know if Bayern like parking the bus. All right, last question. Oh no, he'll definitely put them into their place. That's my point. He'll put them in their place, like a 2-year run. You know what I'm saying? Maybe if it works the first year, it will work the second year. But the second year, people will get fed up of it, like they seem to do with Jose. It's like a tolerance level, as they say. When someone's doing that, but you're winning, you can take that a little bit. But when and it's not going so well, you need to get this brother out my face. Straight up and down. All right, guys, next up, we got a video to watch, reaction video, and it is going to be Darren Bent talking about the Holgate challenge. You know what we're talking about. So we're going to get into that. Sorry, went to the wrong thing. There we go. So let's get into that one real quick. You're looking fresh right now. Sorry, people, I need to get the video up. And I got it. Let's just bring it up.
Challenge on Brighton's Matoma yesterday. The referee on the day originally booked Holgate, but changed his decision to a red card after being sent off or sent to the monitor to have a look. Funnily enough, Holgate's teammate Armadozic spoke after the match and said he thought it was soft.
If you ask my opinion, that's not a red card, and it's don't want to say more.
How?
You don't think it's a red card?
I do not. From what I've seen on the pitch, I don't think. But maybe in the replay it seems harsher than it is. But I don't know. On the pitch, what I saw that was a fair tackle.
I don't know how Armadozic can
How?
see
Sure,
anything
if
other.
that's an inch lower, that could be career-ending. That.
Why'd you say an inch lower?
Because it's on his knee. That would be
Oh,
on
I
the side
see.
of his
Okay, a
knee.
couple of
It
inches
was
lower,
just
yeah.
above, like the bottom of the thigh, like the quad.
Horrific challenge.
Horrific.
But let me ask, there's so much I want to ask you about this, right? When you see a challenge like that, is it just late, or is there, in your opinion...
There's malice in it. Like, that's one of those. But I don't know why he's doing it in today's football, because that was one of them when I was coming through. That would be the first challenge of a game. Someone would go, whack! And that kind of sets the tone. Like, you get the manager or the captain of the players saying in the dressing room, first tackle, set the tone, let them know you're here. Like, that was always...
They always used to say that. Let them know that you're here. Gary Neville used to say that a lot. Let them know that you're here. It's called a foul, bruv. You know what I mean? That's crazy gang ting. Straight up. Let them know that you're here. It means foul them without it being a foul. You know what I mean? Because they used to do that. Literally, first 10 seconds, come at you. bang. And the referee, because it's the first 10, that doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. But I'm glad certain referees don't do that anymore. It doesn't matter. You can come on 10 seconds. Normally, they don't play around when it's a sub. Sub comes on, you do something stupid, bam, red card. They don't care.
Is the kind of motto.
It is disgusting.
Disgusting, but what's going through his head? Because surely he's not thinking to himself. And if he wants to hit Matoma, who was unbelievable yesterday, by the way, if he wants to hit him with a tackle to let him know that he's going to be in for a game, you know full well you can't tackle like that because there's 100 cameras, there's VAR, there's so many different ways you're going to get caught. So I don't know how he thought he was ever going to get away with that challenge.
Let me ask you. So one of the things
Thank you. Right. I want to leave that right there because I think the next part of that is something else I want to talk about. Yeah, it definitely is. But guys, let me know what's going on. What's going on with that challenge? That challenge there, boy. That is take you out challenge. Take you out. And I don't know where his brethren is. So this is the thing. Just standing up for your friend just cause. How about you look at this? So what? You went into the changing room. You man ain't look at no video. You man ain't look at nothing. To be like, nah, there's no way it was a foul. You're just going off where you was. I don't know where he was on the field. But he could have been way back. You could have been way on the other side of the field. You ain't seen nothing, bruv. All you saw was the collision. Two people coming at each other. That there is ridiculous. You know, and it's the heel. The heel as well. Look, the toes are clean off. That's the heel. That's where the power goes. Bang! Get me? When you kick that heel, boom! Cheese and bread and cheese, bruv. Nah, that is disgusting, is what that is. That is disgusting. Guys, let me know down below what you are saying about that challenge. About this challenge right here. Is this not a red card to you? Let me know down below. Please let me know. And let me know also, what do you think about what Bentley was saying about the let them know you're here. Bang, let them know they're going to be in for a hard game. Bang. Do you back that? Is that something that you back? That used to be something that I used to back, but that's because it used to go along with the rules, but the rules were, it was damn near your limb hanging off. All right, now it's a foul, or literally arms up swinging at each other. All right, now this is a fight. So stop. You get me? Not no push in the face. None of that mattered. Now your hands come above your shoulders. Red card, yellow card. They don't give a damn. They don't give a damn. Let me know what you guys are saying down below. All right, next up. Where are we? Next up, we're going to be talking about the WSL race. Oh, yeah.
You can say I'm a player, cause I got bitches everywhere.
Player, you can play her, and if you play her, you're a hater. Right, sorry, I gotta switch up my screens a little bit. Right there. All right, so here we go. We're talking WSL right now, the title race, the Women's Super League. Chelsea, Manchester City, or Arsenal? Who's got the edge in the title race? Who's got the edge? Chelsea, Man City, and Arsenal separated by just 3 points with 8 games remaining of the WSL campaign. So who is most likely to take the crown come May? I really want the Arsenal girls to have this. You don't know how bad I need them to have this. I need them to get this, bruv. Last season, season before that, when I tell you, it's like one game, couple goals. That's what this thing runs down to right now. That's what it's running down to. Let's see. So as you can see here, can you see it? Let me just double check that you can see. You might not be able to see that close up, so let me tell you what I can see. So Chelsea are on top, played 14, won 11, drawn 1, lost 2. They're on top, 34 points. Man City women, 14 games, 11 won, 1 drawn, 2 lost, 34 points. Arsenal women, 14 played, 10 won, 1 drawn, 3 lost, 31 points. That's what we're dealing with right now. Manchester United women, they're in 4th place, but they're on 24 points. We don't include them. I don't even know why they're in this part. All right, so they're they're going to break it down. They're going to break it down for each club. So Chelsea position first, points 34, as I just said, goal difference 28. A case for Chelsea is always a case for Chelsea is always strong. Their status as champions in each of the past 4 seasons dictates that. In fact, since 2015, Emma Hayes, former Gooner, said side has only been beaten to the trophy twice, once by City in 2016 and once by Arsenal in 2019. Familiar foes are also keen to derail this year's bid. To make no mistake, the title race is alive and kicking after threatening to to meander towards a predictable conclusion a few weeks back. If the Blues thought rivals were going to roll over and allow Hayes to cruise to glory in her final season as manager, then they were mistaken. You're damn straight they were. Chelsea fell to their most damaging loss of the near perfect season last weekend. That's right. When they were beaten by Arsenal in December, while significant, there was very little talk of the title fallout, not least because there was half a season of football still to play. Now 2/3 have eclipsed Chelsea. At least Chelsea's latest defeat feels consequential. Is that the right word? Did I say that right? Now only goal difference separates Chelsea and City at the top. Fine margins. The team in the latter stages of the Champions League is the least advantageous position to win the league. Champions League is in the least advantage position to win the Champions League, believes Hayes. She may well be right, and there is a legitimate case for Chelsea's focusing attention to be on the European competition. The only trophy to evade Hayes, only a 5th straight WSL title succeeding both domestically and in Europe, would be extraordinary considering the spine of Chelsea's team has been depleted by injuries this term. Whatever. Hayes' perfect farewell tour is on a knife edge. Okay. Let's move into Man City women. They're in second, 34 points, goal difference 28. Oh, Manchester City. Oh, that's what it literally says. Oh, Manchester City, what could have been? It's almost scandalous that the Gareth Taylor side only have one WSL title to their name. Perhaps that's a statement to Chelsea's uncontrollable ruthlessness rather than City's shortcomings, or maybe it's a bit of both. City play the most attractive football in the league. That's incorrect. Have done for years. That's incorrect. The way that they tore into Chelsea last weekend, it was 1-0, man. Jesus Christ. It was 1-0. Yeah, me. Front-footed, intense, energetic, close to feverish. They stretched opponents brilliantly and have a scoring machine in Bunny Shaw. I don't even know Bunny Shaw. You get me? And I've been watching WSL for at least 2 to 3 years now. I don't say I don't know her, but please, fret. She ain't no meet 'em all, blood. Curiously, that doesn't always produce the right results, but this time City have claimed 4 points against Chelsea, and that may well have been pivotal in the race. They've added a scrappiness to their game, which has served particularly well in the tight games. Yeah, damn straight. It's far from decided. Let us not forget that City's comprehensive defeat. I said it already. Beat Chelsea. Oh, it was 2-0. Oh no, 2-0 last March before falling to 3 defeats in their final 6 games. There you go. Inconsistency plagued them. This City team, however, feels far more complete. The further along in the revolution, they only signed one player in the summer, Jill Scott, former Gooner, and she's since been sidelined with a cruel ACL injury. Yeah, we've been there, blood. 3 of our girls had that straight. Bam, bam, bam. Straight. Far from hampering their process, it energizes and refocuses the rest. Who's this? Jess Parker stepped into Rue's role admirably, while Shaw has been merciless in front of goal. No need to go into detail about wide pairing Lauren Hemp and Chloe Kelly because they are exceptional. Yes, they are. Can't front on that. Perhaps not qualifying for Europe last season has actually been an advantage this time around. Taylor often talks about City slipping under the radar, and that's certainly been the case of late. Let the mind games begin. Gonna stand up. Do you hear me? Do you hear me? I know you do. Arsenal position third, points 31, goal difference 18. Arsenal look close to what's that word? Infallible. Look close to infallible next to Chelsea in December, winning 4-1 before losing the North London derby to Spurs a week later. Don't remind me. At times, performances have been delightful and others desperate. The Gunners have already amassed 3 league defeats this term, and no one side with the same record has ever gone on to win the title. But records exist to be broken, and Arsenal have got pretty good at shattering them. Know that. They tighten up their grip on the return to the Champions League with a 3-1 victory over United in front of the Emirates sellout crowd last weekend. Rising to the big occasion, it put them back in the hunt. Jonas made 6 bold changes for that tie, dropping a few big names and a bid to and it paid off in spades. The fact that he is able to do that is symptomatic of what has improved at Arsenal this season. Strength in depth. Thank you. We have the best team. We have the best squad. Get me? We have the best squad. Injuries have come last season and it cost big. They simply didn't have the players in reserve to replace the loss of Beth Mead, Vivian Miedemar, Leah Williamson, and Captain Kim Little. All the same period. Bam, 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 bam. That's the spine gone. You talk about Chelsea's. That's the spine gone. You get me? That has changed. And expectations has risen as a result. The only criticism to be leveled at Arsenal now is a lack of goals. They have struggled to be clinical and kill games when they have had the chance. Russo was dropped to the bench against United as a result of the side ineffectiveness. Yeah, man. That was a shock to me, but she did come on and she did do well. All eyes on a big meeting with Chelsea in mid-March and a trip to Man City in early May. Not forgetting the next game after the internationals derby. We need that. That's going to be at the Emirates derby. We need that. You understand me? Man City in the early May. 2 seasons defending fixtures for the trophy staff and Gunners. WSL fixtures. Chelsea face the Gunners on Sunday, March the 17th, with Manchester derby scheduled for the following Sunday. Man City host Arsenal on Sunday the 5th, before Man United welcome Chelsea on Saturday, the May the 18th, the final day of the campaign. March the 15th, Arsenal versus Chelsea. Kickoff 7 p.m. We'll be doing a watch along for that. Best know that. March the 23rd, Manchester derby. Don't care. May the 5th, Arsenal away at City. We'll be doing a watch along for that. And May the 18th, Man United versus Chelsea women. Bing bam boogie. So yeah, man, that is the state right now for the WSL. You know what I mean? There's still hope. There's still hope. Don't give up, people. There's still hope. As a Guna, I ain't never given up hope. You know what I mean? Last game. Yeah, man, as long as the maths keeps it open, we rocking out, baby. Until the final whistle. You heard me? All right, people. Next up, we're going to be talking about the Premier League now, the men's game. We're going to talk about the running. The running, the last 13 games. Oh, yeah. Let's get into that right now.
You can say I'm a player, cause I got bitches everywhere.
You're a player, you can't play her, but if you play her, you're no player. All right, guys, so here we go. Let's drop it down like this so we can all see what we're doing. You under dig me? So here we go. This is the last 13 games right here, man. Last 13 games right here. So I'm going to give my predictions. I'm not going to give the score line. I'm just going to give the predictions. Yeah, so let me just make sure that this is lined up right. So I've got it right. Right there. So you can see first column is Liverpool, middle is Arsenal, and on the right, is Man City. Liverpool on 57 points, Arsenal 55, and City won yesterday, so this is not up to date. They beat Brentford 1-0, so they are on 56. So really and truly, Arsenal would have been in the third position because we're in third right now. Right? All right. So let's just read it how we reading it. Okay, Liverpool's next game is Luton, and that's tonight. I want Luton to win. I need Luton to win. You know what I'm saying? I'd love it, but it is at Anfield. I'd love a little 2-1 Luton. Woo, that'd be beautiful. Or even a draw Luton, 1-0, 2-0. That'd be nice. But I think Liverpool are gonna be too much for them, if I'm honest. I think they're gonna be too much for them. But I'm hoping that Luton pull something out, bro. They work like they do. You know what I'm saying? I hope they play their best game. Because when they play good, they play good. You know what I'm saying? I ain't saying nothing about beautiful football or nothing. Let's not get carried away. But when they wanna go head to head, they can go head to head, and I appreciate that. That's why I don't want them to go down. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, Hart wants Luton to win. Brain thinks Liverpool will win. Arsenal, Newcastle. I think we can take them. They're not doing too well right now. It is going to be at home at the Emirates. I think we got them. I think we got them. All right, next up, got City versus Bournemouth away. Bournemouth away is a tricky one for them. Again, City's meant to win that game, but Bournemouth can do something silly, you know what I'm saying, and help everybody out. So I'm hoping that can be the case. You know what I'm saying? Okay, Liverpool versus Nottingham Forest. Again, it's one of those teams that could do something, but at the same time could get molly-whopped. Arsenal versus Sheffield United. If we don't come home, is that away? Yes, it is. If we don't come home with a 5-0, I'm going to be pissed. Sheffield United, dead food. But when it comes to these dead food teams, against us is where they stand up. Always upsets me. Oh, now you want to play football, but when you're playing someone in your zone, in your bubble, you're getting your ass kicked. It's ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? The Manchester derby, that could go either way. That's got nothing to do with form, nothing to do with nothing. That's got to do with smelling the air. That's all that's got to do with. That's got to do with nothing. You understand me? All right. City are away at, shall I say, Liverpool are hosting City. Oh, that's a title decider right there. Title decider, that's a 6-pointer. Can't call it. Hope it's a draw. Arsenal to Brentford. Tight game, but I think we can take them. Know what I'm saying? There you go. City versus Liverpool. Can go either way. You know what I'm saying? But I hope it's a draw. Liverpool take on Everton. I know it's a derby. It's in the air. Liverpool are the better team, but it's a derby. None of that shit matters, bruv. None of that shit matters. Your heart just might be beating differently that day, and boom. Arsenal versus Chelsea. Chelsea. They want to play great against the top teams and dead against the low teams. So that could be a nice win for us if we just play our game. We could win that, or it could be a draw like it was before. You know what I'm saying? City take on Brighton. Brighton can do City something. They can. Liverpool versus Brighton. Brighton could do Liverpool something. Arsenal versus City. 6-pointer right there. 6-pointer right there. And of course, it's the same fixture on that side. That's a 6-pointer right there. Liverpool versus Sheffield United. That's a spanking. Arsenal versus Luton. This time we at home. Thank God for that. I don't think it's going to be as tight. And hopefully we can handle them. But it's going to be a tight game because they play like that. If we come properly, and I'm saying if the top 6 come properly to play Luton, everyone should take them out. But I think they have Luton in the head. Get me? Luton. It's like saying, no disrespect. You know, if you're playing FA Cup, we're playing Leyton Orient. You're playing football. Run the thing how you was running it in training, for crying out loud. You get me? City had host Aston Villa. Tight game. That can go either way. Villa could really cause them trouble. Liverpool are away at Man United. It's not a derby, but it's a derby. You know what I'm saying? It's a derby of champions of old derby. Arsenal hold Brighton. Brighton could do a thing, as I said. They could do a thing to City. They could do a thing to Liverpool. So why would I say they couldn't do a thing to us? Could be a tight game. Could be a very tight game. City away at Palace. I think City got that. Liverpool away at Palace. I think Liverpool got that. That's a bad little back-to-back for Palace, boy. Jesus Christ. But I hope they can pull something out the bag from either of those games. 2 draws will be beautiful. I'll tell you that now. Arsenal hold Aston Villa. It's a tight game there. Villa don't play. Villa don't play, but I think we can take them. City versus Luton. How many times are City going to be playing Luton, man? God damn. They're playing them tomorrow, I'm sure, in the FA Cup. I'm sure. Liverpool got Fulham. I think Liverpool can take them. We got Wolves. As much as Wolves are little fighters, I think we can take them. Man City got Tottenham. Tottenham's their bogey team. I'm going to give that to Tottenham. West Ham. Liverpool have. I think they got West Ham. We got Tottenham. Again, Derby. Smelling in the air. You know what I'm saying? And it's away. But we should go down there and do it off principle. But it's Derby. Smell it in the air, baby. Forest versus City. It could be... Forest are the type of team that can get a 1-0. You know what I mean? They could get a 1-0 or they could get a spanking. It's one of them. Liverpool hosting... Tottenham with 3 games to go. Oh, that's a good game, but I don't think Tottenham's ever been a problem for Liverpool like that. They're more City's problem. You know what I'm saying? They're more City's problem. So I don't know how much drama that game there would be. Arsenal versus Bournemouth. As long as we play our game, we handle them. City versus Wolves. Again, Wolves being that team. They could do a 1-0 or a 2-1. They could, or they could get spanked. Aston Villa, away game for Liverpool. It can go either way depending on what Aston Villa are doing at this time. If they need them points to like make top 4 or whatever, it's gonna be a nice game. Arsenal versus Man United. Damn, I didn't know that was second to last game. Yeah, that's gonna be a game to play. And it's at Old Trafford. Fulham. City got Fulham. I think they're going to get beat. Wolves. Last game of the season for Liverpool. That could be a sticky one. Again, depending where Wolves are and how much they need to fight. That's what that would depend on. If they need the 3 points to get them to somewhere special, yeah. If the 3 points doesn't do nothing for them but pride, I don't think they're going to fight that much. We have Everton. Yes. That's going to be the game. When I say that's going to be the game, I mean for them, I think we're sending them down. And probably I think Luton stay up maybe a point or something above Everton. Everton are going down this season. That's just what I think. You know what I'm saying? And City have West Ham as their last game. And they're at home. I think City take that. You know what I'm saying? The only thing here in these run-ins that's going to help anyone is the teams that are fighting for their lives and the teams that are fighting for Europe. Everyone else, it's not going to be too sexy it's nothing. You know what I mean? If these 3 clubs play their games, those teams are nothing, but the teams that are fighting for something are the only question marks. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I think of the last 13 games to go, man. This is serious. Don't let me get serious. You know what I mean? Maxwell, how y'all deal with? So yeah, that is that right there, people. Let me know what you're saying down below. Last 13. If you just want to talk about your team, i.e. Liverpool or City, if you're a gooner, let me know down below what you're saying for the last 13. You know what I mean? You don't have to literally go through how I went. Just tell me out of 13 how many games you think each of these guys are winning. Straight up and down. Get me? Straight up and down. Let me just look at that one more time. So it's 13. So I'm thinking... So I'm thinking win. That's tight. Win. That's tight, but win. Is that 10 games? I think we can. 10 games. I'm not fearing, but there's 3 of them there. I'm a little skeptical about. You know what I mean? But we shall see anyway. We shall see. It'll be more about scoreline predictions, you dig? It'll be more about that. So yeah, let's wrap that bit up right there. And we're going to do another video reaction, my peoples. Are you ready? Of course you are. Otherwise you wouldn't be here. Don't fight the feeling. Everybody look around. You're looking fresh right now. All right, here we go. So this is the second part of the video where Andy Goldstein is talking about, is 3-game ban enough? I never thought about it before, but obviously with certain fouls and certain stuff, you know what I mean? You have to start thinking about it. So it involves this. So let's get into it, people. Let's get in.
We were talking about earlier on is a 3-game ban enough, right? I don't think it is.
For that, it's not.
Here's what I think should happen. What do you think? I think retrospectively, they should decide the length of ban once they know the injury. Okay? That goes against what I'm saying here because Matoma thankfully just stood up and carried on playing.
Which is crazy.
Right? But I do think that if he would have broken his leg, right?
Yes, I agree and disagree. Because I think that goes against the ruling. That's the only reason why I'm disagreeing. Otherwise, I go with it. You know, like when someone gets fouled and then they show the ref their foot with the boot, with their boot half off, showing, look, he literally took my boot off. How is that not a foul? The referees don't care about that. Get me? Elbow to the face, you bleed. The referee said it's not foul. Play on. Doesn't matter where blood shows up. So it don't matter with broken legs and all that. If the ref doesn't think that the foul was bad enough, then it doesn't. Then they won't do that. It has to be what the referee thought of the challenge, not of going over there. Even though I think some refs do that, they go over there, they look, they see that the player is in agony. No, hence why the rolling. I'm in pain. Turns around, red card. You get me? The kerfuffle when they see people's eyes, you know what I mean? Like, and are they trying to hide? You can see all that. Yeah, no, that was disgusting, bro. Red card, get out of here. I don't know if they should do that because that means the players will be acting more. I'm saying, my shoulder. They could be crying out. I don't know. Let's see what else he says, but I don't know.
God forbid, if he broke his leg and he's out for 10 months, I think that Holgate's ban should be longer than 3 games.
Yeah. Listen, I agree that shouldn't be. That's not a 3-game or a 2-game ban. No way. It should be longer than that.
What do you think that ban should be?
5, maybe.
5 games.
5-game ban. What did Andy just say? Did he say the player should be out for
longer than that?
What do you think that ban should be? Should be longer than 3 games.
Yeah.
I think that Holgate's ban should be longer than 3 games.
Yeah. Listen, I agree that shouldn't be. That's not a 3-game or a 2-game ban. No way. It should be longer than that.
What do you think that ban should be?
5, maybe.
5 games.
But then again, if
you'll be given different ban lengths for different types of challenges, then yeah, that's gonna be one long ass law book, bruv. Get me? If you get like you caught him on the thigh, X amount of games. You catch him on the knee, X amount of games. You catch him on the ankle, X amount of games. You catch him on the calf muscle, X amount of games. So imagine you catch him upper body where the foot is not even supposed to be around here. Obviously, overhead kicks, volleys, and all that. But people get kicked in the head. Then what?
If you start, and this is the problem. Like you then start going through old challenges and you start looking at new challenges. And if someone's a bit late and they rake it down the side of the Achilles or something, then all of a sudden people are going to go, see, look at that. But that one there from Holgate, he was just completely out of control, off the ground, high, reckless. Could have endangered the opponent late.
Well, not even late. Well, the ball wasn't even there.
No, it was an awful challenge. Because I tuned into that game after that had happened, and Brighton were just knocking it around, and I thought, why is it so easy? I mean, the top left-hand corner, you see a little red
card. Yeah.
I thought, let me go back and have a look, and I went onto Twitter, and the Holgate was trending. I thought, let me have a look.
Why do you think his teammate can say he thought it was a bit soft?
I think once you're on the pitch, it's hard to kind of. It's hard to see on the pitch sometimes.
He's not seen it, right?
He's not seen it. But once he does see it, he will go, ooh, I might have got that wrong. But even then, he might have gone, listen, it's a bad challenge, it's a late challenge. I don't want to go an overreaction, but it's an awful challenge.
They said on Match of the Day 2 last night, I can't remember who said it. They said if you're one of his teammates, you go into that dressing room at half time or even full time and you let rip. You give them both barrels. Is that how you would deal with that?
No.
If you're fighting for your life at the bottom of the Premier League.
That's different. But technically, his actions is of someone fighting for their livelihood. Why would you do that otherwise? That's not a sporting challenge. That's a we can't lose challenge type thing. That's what I think anyway.
You need all the players you can get. And even if you look at the goals that they conceded yesterday, none of them are really that crisp, were they? Like Welbeck's was decent because he rebound, but Dingra's was good. Actually, the second one, but the first.
All right, now they're talking about other bits, goals and stuff. So what do you think, people? Do you think certain challenges should have different banning lengths? Let me know down below what you thinking. Let me know down below what you thinking, because I want to know. I'm with it, but I don't see how they can. I don't see how you could level it up. It's going to be adding like another. It's a blue card thing. You're adding too much drama. That there, red card is getting a red card, straight red card, 3 games ban. Is what it is. Is what it is. I'm sure when you break a leg, it's 3 games. It's not more than that. You know what I'm saying? Unless someone's down, you walk up to them and stamp on their leg, the ball's nowhere near you and all that kind of shit. I don't know. That could be assault, I guess. But 50-50 challenge going in, or not even 50-50. Someone's got the ball, you're running to go at them. Excuse me. I don't think you can do any more than a 3-match ban. You know what I'm saying? Unless they do something off the field, i.e. go kick a fan, go cant another thing. You can't really, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot. It's a lot. That's all I'm saying. All right, next up, what we dealing with? Okay, yes, what we dealing with. Is it better to be a Luton fan than an Everton fan right now? Oh yeah, we're going to talk about it. You're looking fresh right now.
Well, I mean, someone's phoned up and said they're a bit dull to watch, and boy, they are a bit of a boring club. They have been for a while. You know, Everton's one of the oldest football clubs in the country, right?
Yeah.
It is one of the biggest clubs in the country.
Yeah.
When I grew up in the 80s watching Everton, right, they were winning European Cups, they were winning the old First Division, FA Cups.
Yeah.
Now look at them. Do you know what, right? I'm looking at the bottom of the table, and I think over the last 10 years, you'd rather be a Luton Town fan than an Everton fan. No. In the last 10 years, you'd rather support Luton. This year,
I hear what he's saying. And this was someone said this to an Everton fan. I don't know if it's on this video, but someone says, would you rather, if I could guarantee you, oh yeah, I think it was Andy Goldstein, I can guarantee you get relegated and then you win the championship and you come straight up. I can guarantee you that. Would you come back? Would you take relegation? And the Everton fan that they were speaking to said no. He said no. He says, I understand why some would, because, you've been celebrating, you've been winning stuff, you know what I'm saying? You get the momentum, blah, 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 blah. But he was hanging on to the never been relegated. And it's just Everton and Arsenal. Never been relegated. And the most consecutive stays or something like that. And it's between Arsenal and Everton. You know what I mean? Because Everton, don't forget, I'm sure this is right. Everton are one of the Premier League's founding members. It's one of the members. That's where Everton come from. You know what I mean? They were somebody. It's just gone badly. But yeah.
you'd rather support Luton. You'd rather watch Luton play. There's an energy, a zip. There's a fight, a spirit. They got gumption. They got gumption, right?
What's
gumption?
That?
It's like a little bit of chutzpah. They've got a little bit about them, right? They've got no Everton. They're just aren't they?
Luton Town were, they're in the Premier League now, but they've been
last 10 years.
They've been in the mud for years, and they've made a big comeback. Fair play to them.
They got promoted from non-league. Then they get promoted from League Two into League One. They've been doing all that in the last 10 years. Now look at them. Yeah. Now they're going toe to toe with like big heads like Chelsea.
Yeah, that's the thing. They've been progressing. You think the whole time that they've been doing that, Everton just been sitting there. That's it. They've just been sitting there. It's like they've been sitting there waiting for Luton to come to take their spot. That's all they've been doing. Buying and selling so Luton can come and just take their spot. That's exactly what it looks like. When you look at it that way, it looks like that's what they've been doing. You hear me? They ain't done nothing. They ain't done nothing since the
So you
80s.
give Chelsea a bit of a bloody nose. Man United yesterday, Liverpool, Arsenal. You know, they're giving all, Man City, they're giving all the Everton.
So you're saying Everton are a bad football club to be a fan of, right?
I reckon they're a hard club to follow, mate. I reckon if you're an Everton
huge
fan,
following.
no, but it's a tough club to support. And I'm not, I'm just talking about the way that what they've had. What's happened to it? What have they?
Yeah, I think that they are. I think right now, especially, and they're not alone. Palace is up there with them. It's not many teams, Let me quickly look at the table. It's not many teams that are in that boat that you think are like hard to support. Like that. I'm gonna go down the table. Liverpool, no. City, no. Well, City probably before they got the money might have been hard to back, but I back those fans who used to back the old City. Respect to you, man. You know what I mean? Arsenal, no. Villa. Not of recent, maybe before, but not of recent. Tottenham. We take digs at them. It's been a while since you won anything. Yeah, I'm not too sure to put them in that list. I'm not too sure. That'll just be off hate. Man United, no. Brighton, no. Newcastle, no. Well, Newcastle ain't won anything since the Entertainers. I don't even know if the Entertainers won anything. So that might be a hard watch. Well, not now, but it used to be a hard watch. West Ham used to be a hard watch, but they're European champions. That's a fact. Chelsea now are a hard watch. During the Roman days, they wasn't a hard watch. Before that, they were a hard watch. So that they're up and down. Wolves, they're up and down because they've been getting promoted and dropping. So at least they've had good times. Same for Fulham, up and down. You know what I'm saying? Bournemouth up and down, Brentford up and down. I think it's Palace is definitely on that list. Forest up and down, been winning things, been winning titles. You know what I'm saying? Even not Premier League titles, but it's titles. Yeah, Palace, Everton. I don't even think Luton are stressing like that because Luton's had that. They've come from non-league, so they had to be getting promotion all this time. That's celebration. Get me? That's celebration. Burnley, didn't they win the championship? They got trophies. Sheffield United. Even though they got to the Premier League, I don't think they won the championship. And I think they came bottom of getting promoted. They came last. And then they got a trophy for it. That's embarrassing. So yeah, Sheffield United, Everton and Palace. I think those three might be the three hardest to be a supporter right now. Everton at the top, Palace second, and then Sheffield United third. But that's what I think. What do you guys think? Let me know down below. All right, what's up next? All right, next we're gonna talk about what's his face? Rogers up there in Scotland. We're gonna talk about that. Let's see. Let me just get my article up right now. Get me. So the article is Celtic. What has gone wrong for Brendan Rodgers' side in the Scottish Premier League title race? Gone wrong. I thought they were leading. So we gonna get into that. We gonna get it.
You can say I'm a player, cause I got bitches everywhere.
Player, you can't play here. All right. So, as I said, what has gone wrong for Brendan Rodgers' side in the Scottish Premiership title? Brendan Rodgers' first spell as manager, Celtic pretty much had it all their own way. He impressively led them to an invincible treble as they went through an entire season unbeaten domestically, and a second treble followed. And a second treble followed, and he then secured a third Scottish League Cup title before leaving for Leicester in January 2019. Oh, okay. Sorry, I thought you were talking about right now. All right, the manner of Rodgers' departure left many fans less than inured to him with his return, this season, and their immediate exit from the League Cup at Kilmarnock. Is that how you say it? I think I'm saying it wrong. In August, and did not help the feeling of the uneasiness in the stand. With the unrest and a managerial sacking at Rangers in the early part of this campaign, the Hoops did take control in the title race and secure victory over their rivals in the first 2 Old Firm games. However, despite assuming a 10-point lead over Rangers at one stage, Celtic are now 2 points behind, and that is the uncharted territory for the 51-year-old. So, what has gone wrong? Mentality and ambition issues. When Celtic trailed at St Johnston at halftime in December, Rodgers said it was the angriest he had been as a manager at the break. His dressing room comments sparked a reaction and the Hoops won 3-1, but that did not stop him questioning some of his squad, its ambition. Some players just want to be too comfortable and just do enough. It's not enough at this club, he said. You have to have that mentality and intensity from the first whistle. The first half, the intent, we were too comfortable and nowhere near it, but the reaction was really good. We just can't drop at this club. The standards are very high and have been set over many a year. Rodgers' message was clear. He wanted more, and he would not have wanted was back-to-back league defeats for the first time in a decade. But that is exactly what happened in the weeks that followed. Those losses to Kilmarnock and Hearts, and then Hearts led to more frustration from the manager. I want to apologize to the support base. I don't think I have ever had to do that with a regard to performance, but today they deserve it. The lack of desire and passion was just really, really poor. Rodgers questioned the mentality of his squad again on Saturday when David Watson's stoppage time goal earned Kilmarnock 1-1 draw, admitting that the kind of performance had happened too many times. That was the result of that was the result that handed the advantage to Rangers as they won at St Johnston to move 2 points clear at the summit. It is clear Rodgersfield's performances have fallen below the levels required. In the last 7 games, they have dropped points this season. However, fans should take comfort from the success in the past. Rodgers will believe he can help lead the team to another winning run that could see them reclaim the lead from Rangers in the title race. Rodgers has maintained the need for unity this season, both on and off the field. A handful of poor results have seen tension and frustrations grow in the stands, something that was added to after the January transfer window. Rodgers made it clear he wanted to add quality to his squad, and it was the window that saw the winger Nicholas Kuf and Norwegian loanee Adam Ada join, while the likes of David Turnbull and Mickey Johnston departed. What was that enough? Rodgers said he was happy with their business, but the fans had their doubts. An unruly banner reading Celtic board on your heads be it. Celtic board on your heads be it. Rodgers did add, I would go with the supporters thinking we could maybe be a little bit better, a little bit braver in terms of bringing in another level of player, but that's up to me to try and fix over the course of the time I am here. The fans hope Rodgers has been backed enough, and the fans hope Rodgers has been backed enough, and that the club do not pay the price, with the title race set to take some twists and turns before the end of the season. Rodgers will hope results improve and the fan frustration disappears, allowing the support to once again roar his side to another top flight title. Whilst questions have been asked of the players and the board and the manager, what about the manager? The stats suggest Celtic are struggling to replicate the attractive, fast-paced football fans became used to under Poch. Big Ange, forgot that he replaced Big Ange. They have not been as entertaining to watch. Sky Sports' Chris Sutton insists the squad is currently struggling under Rodgers. So what can we see here? Matches played, 26 each, points. Big Ange got 73, Rodgers 62. Goals scored, Big Ange 82, 58 for Rodgers. Goals conceded, 18 apiece. So the defense is the same, but going forward, they're not the same. Shots, Big Ange 491, Rogers 535. So he's got more chances, more attempts, but less goals. They're not finishing. Article goes on to say, I think one player this season at Celtic who has been improved, and that's on the manager, said the former Celtic striker. Sorry, did I read that wrong? I can't think of. Sorry, I read that wrong. I can't think of one player this season at Celtic who has performed, and that's on the manager. You look at the sport. You look at the points that Celtic have dropped dramatically. Forget the Champions League campaign, which was a disaster. If you just look at Celtic's domestically, is isolated. They have been poor. I can't remember the last time Celtic team were outplayed in halves of football. So many teams. What? By so many teams as they have been this season, and that is on Brendan. You think about the fast, furious under Big Ange. The brand of football is now slow and predictable. Celtic have been bang average all season. The wins have been papering over, and the cracks performances haven't been there. Celtic aren't kidding anyone. They ain't a good team this season. Everyone talks about stuff about the board and signings, and this moment is a long time in the making. But Brendan Rodgers has to take responsibility. And then they go in to talk about a player, but that's not what we here for. We just wanted to talk about the team. Seems like Rodgers is struggling up there. It's getting harder, man. It's getting harder. Who knew? Who knew it'd get hard in Scotland, eh? Who knew? Who knew? But it did. So, with that said, I don't really have nothing really more to say. I personally think Rodgers is decent, but his level is not the teams that are fighting to win. Yeah, I know he had that run with Liverpool. You know what I'm saying? But his titles are all up there. And I think you only get the title winning job up there because you did decent in the Premier League, and you can't go, look, Big Ange did great up there. What team does he get? He gets Tottenham. You don't get, I know Man United are behind there, but you don't get the big clubs. You don't get Man United. You don't get Chelsea. You don't get Arsenal. You don't get City. You don't get those four because you won up there. You have to come down here or be in Europe. No disrespect to Scotland because you're in Europe, to say that your trophies mean something. That's more experience, sadly. It's disrespect. It's disrespect. And it's disrespect to say that's why Celtic and Rangers need to come down. You get me? But that will kill the Scottish League. It's not a question. It will kill it. Same way top six leave Premier League dead. Dead. It might hang on for a couple years, but it'll be dead. It's all about the big boys. The big boys sell the tickets and everyone else gets entertained along the goddamn way. You know what I mean? But it sounded like it's getting exciting up there. You know what I mean? So like you're getting exciting up there, but let me know what you think, man. Do you think Brendan Rodgers can do it? Do you think he can bring it back around? Do you think it's just a little blip? Well, it's not a little blip, but do you think this is a blip that he can get over? Let me know down in the comments. Next up, we're going to be talking Mark Clattenburg. Are you ready? Don't fight the feeling because it's about to go down. All right, people, here we go. Mark Clattenburg, ex-Premier League ref and current Gladiator ref, is now taking on official referee analyst role at Nottingham Forest. Nottingham Forest explains. So let's get into this. Let me get this up on the screens for you so you can see what I can see. Baby. All right, let's get into this. All right, let me just take a couple bits off. Mark Clattenburg will not be used to coach Nottingham Forest players and prepare them to be prepare them better to avoid negative refereeing decisions after he was appointed as a referee analyst at the Premier League club. The former Premier League official will be available for advice should Forest head coach Nuno Santos or any of his coaching staff want to consult him on specific issues. Like they can't just call up their PGMOL and ask the questions. So they got their own ref. This is silly. Clattenburg um sub, substantive new role as a refereeing consultant, the first of its kind at the Premier League club, will be to advise the Forest board and act as an expert between the club and the Professional Game Management Officials Limited, PGLM, should there be any refereeing issues between now and the end of the season. The 40-year-old refereed 291 Premier League matches across 13 seasons before leaving in 2017 to take up a role within the Saudi Arabian Federation. I knew it was him. He was the one that left. Now Clattenburg, who has had a long, sometimes I don't know what that word is. I can't say it. Relationship with Forest owner, has been appointed to help the club official better interpret decisions that have gone on against them and analyze and advise them on when they have legitimate grievances. Oh, okay. It's silly, but okay. Forest owner, who also owns Panathinaikos, got to know Clattenburg well when he became referees chief for Greece Football Federation in 2020. It is understood that the two men had some heated disagreements, but their relationship developed into one mutual of respect. Forest have been in regular contact with the PGMOL this season in connection with the number of issues. They wrote to the referee chief Howard Webb last month to complain about VAR had not intervened when Ivan Toney moved the ball and the referee's vanishing spray before scoring direct from a free kick around the Forest wall. On a separate occasion, Webb apologised to Forest in December when he admitted that Willy Bowley had been mistakenly sent off against Bournemouth. And Sky Sports News has been told Forest are equally furious that they were not awarded a penalty in the 2-1 home win over West Ham on Saturday when Maxwell Cornet made contact with Neto Williams-Hill, incident which Gurmit Gallagher said on Referee Watch it was clear penalty in his view. Clattenburg was at the game and is expected to attend every Forest match going forward in the director's box. He will not, however, be granted any special dependence. He would not get any. He won't be granted any special dispensations from the PGLM. Who communicate on a weekly basis with club secretaries and other officials at all Premier League clubs. Saturday's decision against West Ham did not ultimately cost Forest, but the club hierarchy are adamant that they want every base covered and the expert refereeing advice on tap as they reach the business end of this. As they reach the business end, as they reach As they reach the business end of the season, Forest will find out later this week the date for the independent commission hearing into their alleged breach of Premier League profits and sustainability rules. Okay, so that's why they ain't got no points taken off them yet, because they admitted it, but it's going to get a bit deeper. Forest currently sit 5 points above the drop zone, and a significant point deduction could lead them into even deeper relegation trouble. Clattenburg disappointed by Neville criticism. Clattenburg says he is disappointed in comments from Sky Sports. Gary Neville criticizing his appointment by Forest. It's not going to be just Gary Neville, bruv. It's going to be everybody. The ex-Man United defender said on the Gary Neville podcast that Forest appointment of Clattenburg to advise them on refereeing matters was a step too far. Neville said, "You're being employed to go and tell a football club how referees are making mistakes or what mistakes they are making. A fan in the crowd could go and tell you what a referee is. A fan in the crowd could go and tell you what a referee is thinking. I'm disappointed with Nottingham Forest. It's as if, look at all of this. Woe is me. I get it. Sometimes some teams feel as though they've been hard done to. Sometimes feel they've had bad decisions against them. That happens sometimes during the season, and I would have hated it. But To employ an ex-referee to tell you why you're having decisions against you, for me, I think is a step too far. This is not an attack on Nottingham Forest fans, because some of them will probably think it's embarrassing. They won't like the decision against them, but I'm sure they won't sit there and think that it's really good move by the club. Clattenburg, who is currently enjoying a Saturday night primetime television slot on Gladiators, responded in the Times, "I am disappointed that Gary Neville has come out with what he said. His employer, Sky Sports, employs ex-referees to help fans and viewers understand the law of the game, and Nottingham Forest are just doing the same. I don't see what Clattenburg can do for Forest." The former Premier League referee Dermot told Sky Sports News, "I don't see what he is going to do, to be honest. They have obviously got some role for him. It's like Saturday's decision with Morgan Gibbs White. If he feels that it's a penalty and he tells the players it's a penalty, what can that achieve? Most of the players will think it's a penalty already, so they don't need him to confirm it, unless he's going to talk to them about how they discipline themselves on the field and avoid yellow cards for technical things and such like. I don't really see what else he can do." Howard Webb has been very transparent. The clubs have his number. He speaks to them regularly, and it may well be that it's an avenue for them to go to between clubs and the PGO. And that's the end of that. Yeah, I think this is silly. I think it's silly, as in it doesn't help nothing. You ain't gonna get nothing. You know what I'm saying? It's not like if you got him on your roll, it helps for when you go and appeal or anything like that. Like, look, we've got an expert referee here. He can tell you that was a thing. Like, it doesn't matter. That's like, like what they've gone and done is, it's not even like they got in trouble, but what they've gone and done is let's say they had to go court. They're going court and they've brought their own judge, not lawyer, judge. I don't see how that's going to be a good look for you. You get me? I would not do that. This here is already a little take the piss dig at the referees organization. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, look, we got one of yours on staff now. Behave yourself. You know what I mean? We know all your tricks. But like that other former referee said at the end of that article, unless he's there to tell them, yo, don't be kicking the ball away. Don't say this. Don't say that. These little things are the stuff that's going to get you man booked. Even that is a bit silly, because you know what's going to get you booked. You get me? You know what defiance is. You know what they mean. Sadly, it means you can... Clapping is now get you a yellow card, but not when certain people do it. Only when certain people do it. You know, the dig. It's not an everyone rule. Best believe that. So I think this is a silly move. He should just stick to Gladiators. And I'm saying, not saying he don't know football. That's his main thing, or that was his main thing. But don't do this. It would be embarrassing if Arsenal did this. I'm glad Teta didn't do this. I'm glad all he did was just buck up himself and went down there. Probably had lawyers, spokespeople, whatever. But you don't go and get your own ref. They're against us. That's like going to get your own policeman. They're gang. Don't worry about you. You're paying him. They're gang, bruv. He's a ref. He's not going to shit on his community. He's not dumb. You get me? He's not stupid. This is not going to happen. Same way Simon Jordan don't shit on owners. He might give you a little taste. You get me? Of a couple of the ones that he don't like, but he ain't shitting on them as a whole. He'll rather shit on everybody below than shit on his circle. You ain't shit on his circle. He still got to buck up with them, man, at the bar, at the country club, and at the gentleman's club. There's levels to this, bruv. Don't think it's over because people step out of the bubble. No, the links are still there. They are still there. Best believe that. All right, guys, I would like to know what you got to say. Would you be embarrassed, or would you be happy and proud if your club hired a former referee to help out for when you get decisions made against you? It's not going to do nothing. Even if he agrees with you, there's nothing that you can do. All you can do is, he agreed with you. And really and truly, you've got that with Howard, because Howard would say it. He doesn't say it all the time, but when it's clear and it's too clear and too obvious, then he would admit it. And I'm saying clear and obvious, that's just up for debate. But when it's too clear, too obvious, you know what I mean? then he apologizes. So you don't need this ref. He's just there for no reason. You're just giving out money. What do they say? It's just job for the boys. You get me? That's what it is. It's just another job for the boys. This means nothing. All right, we're gonna go and watch a video now. We're gonna do a recap. We're gonna do a reaction video, and this reaction video is going to be on Bentley. We're talking about what's his face? Calvin Phillips. Will he go to the Euros? That's what we're gonna be talking about next. Is you ready? Of course you are.
You're ninth at the moment in the Premier League. You're in the last stages of Europe. You've just won a European competition.
Yeah.
Do you give all that up for Ange Ball? Not Ange.
No, they're not giving.
But my question is, Benny, do West Ham fans click their fingers, give up top 10 and European football to come out of the London Stadium every week with a smile on their face, irrelevant of the score or where they are in the league?
They're not swapping what they've done. There's no way on the planet. But you look at
they're not swapping. I'm talking about from here on in.
I don't know. I mean, Moyes 16th when he first came in. When was that? 2020, right?
I'm going to skip it a little bit because they're not talking about him at the outset.
Then he went 6th as a substance. Where's the top 6 finishes? Top 7? They can still... No. I don't think it is. Well, all the West Ham fans that I speak to are, we know our levels, gap. Whenever it's Calvin Phillips, I'm just like that. Because I think
it's almost like... Do you think the second one was harsh?
Yeah. You know when you're watching it and you've got your hand over your face and you just move your fingers a little bit so you see a little gap. Whenever it's Calvin Phillips, I'm just like that. Because I think
it's almost like, actually, if you would have stayed on the bench for Man City, you'd probably be going to the Euros.
Yeah.
But now we're watching
Sometimes players become better when they don't play. and that's the thing.
Because it's in your mind.
But no, not so much that, because you're talking about a player that's at a top club like Manchester City, and people are often going, he's such a good player, he's a brilliant player, without you actually doing much.
Because he wasn't. I don't know where this hype come from. He did okay for Leeds. He wasn't wow. I never thought to myself, oh, you know what? We need to go and get him. Arsenal need him. Are you mad? Listen, I don't know what Pep saw. I don't know what he saw. Pardon me. Calvin Phillips was never a City player. He was like the brother that they took from Villa, not Grealish. The brother that they took from Villa before Grealish left, they took the captain before that is a black guy, bald. Can't remember his name now, but he went to City, did nothing. I'm sure he got medals, but he did nothing there. You can tell some people just don't belong there. You know what I'm saying? The level is too high. You're getting man for literally, you're taking someone's captain and making him your squad player. You know what I'm saying? Calvin was Leeds, he's on that team sheet, no question. Even he might be injured, he's going to be on that team sheet. City, he went to City. Nothing, bruv. I don't remember him playing. I'm sure he did play a couple games, but I don't remember him playing. Calvin Phillips is not a good player. He's on the level with, and I don't want to say not a good player, he's a decent player. He's decent. Like Scott McTominay, Man United man, them. Decent. Them man, you're not buying these man for 50. No. The City wasted money on that.
The moment that you're then called upon to start playing week in, week out, that's when people start to go, hold on, he's not as good as I thought he was. But while you're sitting on Manchester City's bench, getting 1 minute here, 1 minute there, people will still go, he's a good player.
Okay.
But all of a sudden now, it's like,
I know what you're saying. The level of teammate he's got compared to Man City, no disrespect.
Well, no, it's not disrespect.
It's not disrespect. Thank you. It's fact. No disrespect. It's the level of teammate.
Okay. Do you think that Gareth Southgate, because I personally feel that his form is totally irrelevant to Southgate, right? So here's my question. Do you think Southgate will look at that and go,
Southgate don't look at form. He look at who's licking his Betty, because I don't understand. Even if the players that he picks that are on form, i.e. Amaguna, Saka, he's not picking him off form. He's picking him because he did good somewhere else. You know what I mean? At one time, the time that Gareth saw him, he saw him do good. That's all Gareth sees. It doesn't matter about your form, which is the most ridiculous thing for international football. It's not about favourites. It's about form. And then you take the best and then you make a team from the best. You know what I'm saying? But England never did that. England never did that. You get me? From Les Ferdinand, Ian Wright, back then, they don't take the best striker. They take the favourite striker. You get me? I can't remember, but it was ridiculous. It was between 19 and maybe 30 games. Alan Shearer didn't score a goal. You get me? Ian got golden boot. You get me? There was other mans around. As I said, Les and all them man there. Nope, still taking Shearer. You lot are smoking. It's not just Southgate. It's not just him. They've all done it, and they're smoking crack, bruv.
Go, yeah, but if I put him in an England team, he's surrounded by better players, so it doesn't matter.
I think there's an argument to that he might do that. But the only thing I think that's working against Calvin Phillips now is that all of a sudden, in that particular position, there are a lot of players that are starting to emerge that are playing well. So we've really got Declan Rice is going. Jude Bellingham's arguably the best player on the planet. Trent, all of a sudden, now I'm looking at him thinking, and Gareth even spoke about it, him being a midfield player.
That's not the player he wants.
I think he will. I think Gareth's now looking at that.
Why?
Because Gareth played him there before.
Yeah, but he's too defensive, Southgate. You know
No,
he
but
likes two holders.
I think Trent is that in between. Do you know what I mean?
This is not my view, and I hate saying this because people, if they catch the tail end of it, they go, "What do you think that goal's seen?" Just to reiterate, this is not my view. But knowing what Southgate thinks of footballers and who his favourites are, I think he'll look at Phillips and go, "Oh, he's not playing that well." Henderson.
No, I think Hendo will go. But I think Calvin might get left behind.
No, but I think he'll look at the form of Phillips and go, "Oh, Henderson starts now," and it should be no. Neither of them start, Gareth.
I don't think I can't at the minute. The way things have gone for Calvin.
Fact. I agree with Andy right there, and I want to know what you guys think down below in the comments. Please let me know. Calvin should not even get spoken to about the Euros. How dare you disrespect everyone that's playing on form? How dare you disrespect them by talking to him? It's not even he don't even get that, listen, this is the reason why I'm not taking you. He know why you're not taking him. He shouldn't even be thinking about England. He can't get into the team he's in. Let's stop this. Let's stop this. So that's that, guys. I really want to know what you think about that, but you shouldn't get me. Next up, we're going to play a little game, baby. You
can say I'm a player, cause I got bitches everywhere.
Player. All right, guys, so here we go. This one here is just a little game I'm going to test myself on. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got no one here to do the timing and all that stuff, so let me do it myself. Get me? Let's see if I can do this. All right. Get my timer up on the screen. So 30 seconds, yeah? This is how many Premier League keepers, Premier League era, how many Premier League keepers can you name in 30 seconds? I don't know. Tell you the truth, I haven't been thinking about it. I tried to make sure I ain't even going to cheat. All right, are you ready? Let's do this. 30 seconds. How many goalkeepers, Premier League era? You let me know in the comments if I repeated, if I went wrong. Yeah, I'm going to try and go for 20. Yeah, 20 Premier League goalkeepers. Right. And also, because you might think I have a list on my screen. So I'm going to be like all over the place because I don't have a list. Like, all I've got is my topics. I don't have a list in front of me. I wouldn't cheat. It's silly. 20, yeah? Here we go. 3. Hold on, make sure everything's right on the screen. Everything's good. All right. 20 Premier League. 20 goalkeepers from the Premier League era. Why does this thing say 30 seconds up here, but it's actually 45 seconds down there? Don't matter anyway. You can see the timer. Are you ready? Here we go. David Seaman, Lehmann, Peter Schmeichel, Barthez, Tim Flowers, Van der Sar, Shaka Hislop, Southall, Kepa, Czech. That's 10. I ain't gonna do it. I ain't gonna die. Oh my god, I can't think of no one. Alex Menninger. I got 11. That's embarrassing. I can do it. I know I could do better than that, but I think I got 11 30 seconds, so I didn't get my record. Can you beat that? Can you beat 11? And can you do it in 30 seconds? Name them. You get me? Let me know. Send me a video of you doing it. That would be entertaining. I just wanted to see if I could do that real quick. All right, guys. So next up, what's next up? Next up, we're going to talk about Miss Abby. Miss Cutie Pie Abby, Tottenham fan. Can we see how she be hating on us a little bit, you know what I mean? And the little delusional cute self, bless her little cottons. I was on her Instagram the other day and she's there posing with what's it called? Sorry, posing with a Liverpool. She's a Tottenham supporter and she was posing with the Liverpool logo. I was like, what? And then I even said, this must be what happens when you cross over and this becomes your job. Because I'm telling you now, yeah, there will not be a time where this is Tottenham, this is Liverpool. I'm not doing that. Yeah, you might catch me if I'm outside filming outside Leighton Orient or something. Yeah, you're going to see me and the logo near me, but I'm not going to be like, yeah, I'm not going to be like posing in front of it. You get me? You think I'm ever posing in front of that dusty pigeon? Are you mad? Not ever. No, I'm not doing it. Don't care what no one say. There's just levels to this game. You get me? Big up Jack Wilshere, who did the how many shirts can you put on challenge, football shirts can you put on challenge. He put on loads of shirts. They tried to hand in the Tottenham shirt. He was like, are you mad? You smoking dust, bruv. That's how we run. You get me? That's how we just, I can't. But this is reaction, so let's listen to this. Let's listen to see what she's talking about. Yeah, let's listen.
To Robbie, Spurs would finish above Arsenal, and you reassured the same fact when James was on the show that yes, Spurs would still finish higher.
What, than Arsenal?
Than Arsenal. I didn't say that.
This is what Clara's saying. Pregnant Kevin Gary's
Find the clip of
tummies.
that. Why are you discounting Spurs?
Because
when they're only 3 points behind.
Because I don't
mighty Arsenal.
Think you can finish ahead of Arsenal?
I think we can.
You think you finish ahead of Arsenal?
I don't know if we will, but I think we can.
And then Clara.
That's the same thing. You said it. You try to protect yourself, but I think we can. I don't know if we will, but I think we can. The I think we can is the part. You can't say, I don't know. No. You get me? No. Just leave it, because one of them is the answers. This is not like giving a prediction where I'm like, my heart is saying this, but my brain is saying that. This is, you're talking about your rivals. Say it with chest or don't say it. Say it with chest or don't say it. You know what I mean? Let's carry on listening.
Clara says, Abby, you can find that clip from the show on the 25th of January, darling.
Did I say, darling, we
She
could
says,
finish
darling.
above Arsenal, or it's a possibility? Because you
go
need to
back
check
and find
the
out.
ifs
Go
and
back.
the buts and
Clara and Abby
everything.
need
What
to
do you
meet in
reckon
real
now?
life.
Yeah.
No, I mean, if I said it, it was probably to wind you up.
Yeah, see, she knows she said it. Look at her face. If I said it was probably to wind you up. No, you said it. You said it and you meant it. You get me? Take it, darling. Take it. That was that, guys. Just a short clip. Ain't nothing big. You get me? Big up the person in the comments. Steve Harrington, 6471. He left a comment saying Spurs will finish higher than Arsenal. No, sorry. He said, Abby, bless her deluded little soul. That's what he said. And I agree. Bless her little cotton socks. Look at her. Cutie pie, but bless your little cotton socks. Never mind, eh? Never mind. All right, people. Next up, it's another little game I got for you. It's not really a game. It's more a list. But we're going to talk about the top 10 midfielders of the Premier League era. Let's get it. Don't fight the feeling, because everybody run around. DNA's back in town. All right. I don't know how deep I'm going to make this. Probably make it light. I was going to go inner. Maybe top 3, maybe. All right. So, just so you know, boom. 25 greatest midfielders history ranked. right? But I'm not going to go down this list like that. So what I've done is I made a top 10. A top 10. And what I was going to do, right? What I planned to do was the bottom 5 was going to be like more defensive. Sorry, let me get myself up here. The bottom half was going to be more defensive type midfielders, and then the top half was going to be the more, exciting because they're scoring, they're going forward type. But then when I got a little blurry in the middle. We got a little blurry, you know what I'm saying? It got a little blurry. I tell you now, I flung Rice in at number 10, but then I took him off because it got a little silly when I realized being silly and being too in the moment. You know what I mean? Too in the moment. I don't think anyone on this list is actually playing now. And that's how it should be. You know what I'm saying? You're going to be the greatest ever. You ain't playing now. You're still earning your stripes, Pimp Juice. You're still earning your stripes. So from 5 upwards, from number 10 upwards, that's what we going to do, baby. That's what we going to do, baby. Hold on a minute. Let's just do that. All right. So in 10th place, we got Mr. Ryan Giggs. Yeah, and I've got 2 attributes that I've put on here. Appearances and titles 1. Yeah, so Ryan Giggs, appearance, 632 appearances, 13 titles. I can tell you now, on this list, he has the most titles. I can tell you that right off the bat. And he's number 10. He's 10th spot. Get me? Number 9 is Steven Gerrard with 504 appearances, 0 titles. None. 0. Zip 0. Not saying he's got 0 honors. Listen. 0 titles. None. He ain't won a league. No place. In 8th position, we got Roy Keane. 366 appearances, 7 titles. You want to dig me? In 7th place, Kante, 227 appearances, 2 titles with 2 different teams. You get me? A lesser team and a team he should have won it with. Big respect to that guy. In 6th place, it's the bottom of the table. In 6th place, we have the one and only Makalele with 144 appearances and 2 titles to his name. Okay, next up, I've got Bex, aka Beckham, in case you didn't know. You get me? 265 appearances, 6 titles. Number 4 is Fabregas with 350 appearances and 2 titles. 3rd spot, Scholesy, 307 appearances, 3 titles. Then we got Vieira in 2nd place, 230 appearances, 3 titles. 1st place, for some reason I didn't write down his info. Hold on a minute, because I don't want you to see who I've got in 1st place right now. So I'll take it off the screen real quick. Okay, so he's got that. Although that might be his one, and I messed that up. Oh no, I messed this all up. I think I messed this all up. Yeah, I messed this all up. God damn it, I messed this all up. Person in 1st place has got 330 games. All right, we're gonna have to redo it. Sorry, guys, I'm gonna have to redo what I just said. Let me redo what I just said. I need to flipping find them now because they're not in the order. I don't have the same order as this list here. Get me? And now I can't even find them and them. Can't even find them and them. Nope, that ain't gonna help. Oh, there we go. All right, Giggs' one is right. 632 appearances, 13 titles. Steven Gerrard, that's right. Roy Keane, that was right. Kante, where you at, my boy? 277, yeah, that was right. Beckham, David, 265, 6 titles, yep. Fabregas, that's Scholes was wrong. So Scholes is 499 appearances and 11 titles. Yeah, that sounds much better. I don't know if Will's going with 3. Then in second place, Patrick Vieira with 307. He's the one with 307 appearances and 3 titles. Yeah. And then my number 1 spot goes to Yaya Toure, 230 appearances and 3 titles. Right there. Right there. So let me put that back on the screen so you can see the list that they had. You know what I'm saying? This is the list that they got going on here. I mean, Scott Parker made it 25. That's insane. No, he made it at 25. That's insane. Get me? I give honorary credit to Gareth Barry, 365 games, 1 title. Get me? Even Tetter's down here. I wouldn't put Tetter on this list, but he's here. 284 appearances, no titles. Fernandinho, he gets an honorary. That's 264 appearances, 5 titles. Henderson, you know what? Henderson goes in a little bubble with Barry, Milner, and Carrick. Them man there. They're in a little bubble by themselves. You know what I'm saying? Big up Paul Ince, big up Essien. You know what I'm saying? David Silva, big him up. Kevin De Bruyne, I didn't make my list, big him up. That's because those two there, they're playing now. You're not playing now and making the list. You're not. But I'd love to know your top 5, guys. Put your top 5 against my top 5. So my top 5 is Beckham. Yeah. Beckham, Fabregas, Scholes, Vieira, Yaya. That's my 5. That's my top 5. Makalele is 6th. Really and truly, he might go above Beckham, but no. I'm sticking to what I wrote down. Is what it is. And look, everyone in this photo is attacking. There's no defense here, but Roy. And I used to think Vieira was one, but Petit was really the sit back and hold, let Vieira go forward, and really and truly they kind of juggled it. But you know what I mean? Everyone else forward thinking. Let's go. So yeah, give me your top 5, guys. I'd love to hear it. Love to hear your top 5 of top 10 Premier League era, name, obviously, appearances and titles. Yeah, you can do whatever you want when it comes to the attributes. I'll just pick those 2. But yeah, let me know. Wagwan. Yeah, appreciate you. All right, people, it's time to switch it up now. We're gonna talk rugby. Oh yeah.
Bringing you the hottest takes, the latest scores, and the most electrifying moments in the world of sports. Don't miss out on the action. Tune in and turn up the intensity.
You know that you. So I'm just getting a couple bits on the screen. Let's get this right. Hopefully this will be fine. Sorry about that. All right, so we're going to talk a bit about rugby. The difference between rugby league and rugby union. So I'm just going to read a little bit here. Was rugby created in England? Although rugby in various forms was played back as far as the Middle Ages, it is generally accepted that the modern game did indeed begin in 1820 at rugby school in Rugby, Warwickshire. How about that? Just so happened to be called Rugby and the place was called Rugby. That's weird. I find that a little unbelievable. Get me? Here we go. What is the difference between rugby league and rugby union? Make sure you get this one right. Yeah, make sure you get this one right. The scrummage, as it's known in rugby circles, started in a row over money. The RUF rules written in 1871 forbade rugby being a professional sport. But by the 1890s, some players in Yorkshire were being paid to appear at matches to compensate for missing a day's wage. Yeah, this led to the split between the RFU and clubs in Yorkshire and Lancashire. The Northern Rugby Football Union was formed to incorporate these breakaway clubs, and over time they developed their own style of play, which became known as the Rugby League. There are several differences between the two. Whereas Union has 15 players to the team, League has 13. In the league, each team can make 10 substitutions during a game, as opposed to the maximum of 8 in Union. Scoring is different too. A try in Union is worth 5 points. It's 4 points in the league, although a conversion will earn you an extra 2 points in either code. In the league, a drop goal earns you 1 point. A penalty is 2 points. In Union, they are both worth 3. Why is it Six Nations? The tournament has been known as Six Nations since 2000 when Italy joined. Before that, it was the five nations of Wales, Ireland, Scotland, England, and France. The format of the competition goes back to 1883. Goddamn. And the first home international championship between England, Wales, Scotland, and Ireland. France joined in 1910, leading the creation of the Five Nations title. The competition was suspended during both World Wars, and France didn't take part between 1931 and 1947. Who has won the Six Nations the most? Taking the tournament's history as a whole, since it began as the Home Nations Championship in 1883, Wales has 28 wins and 11 shared titles, while England has 29 outright wins in the competition since 1883 and 10 shared titles. Italy has yet to win the tournament since its debut in 2000, and Scotland is also awaiting to take the title since the number of competing nations expanded to 6. In 1973, Five Nations tournament is notable in that it ended with all 5 competitors, France, Ireland, Scotland, England, and Wales, sharing the title as joint winners. What? That's crazy. You know, there's a charity shield that Arsenal and Tottenham shared. That's a thing. Weird. I don't know how you can share it. Is it end with a draw and they just don't want to play no more? You get me? That's crazy. When did this Women's Six Nations start? Launched in 1996, the women's competition was ideally between the 4 home nations. France joined in 1999 to make it the 5 nations. Then Spain took part in 2000 to bring the competition up to 6. In 2007, the women's competition became part of the official Six Nations program, seeing Spain drop out of the tournament and Italy take its place. I wonder why that is. Is that because the men's one's got that, so they want to have exactly the same on the other side? Where was I taking place? England have had an impressive record in this competition with 19 outright wins in the 28 tournaments held so far. Lovely. And are the reigning champions. France have taken the trophy 6 times, with Ireland winning it twice and the Scottish securing 1 victory. Wales, how is it? Oh, 19, okay. Wales and Italy are patiently awaiting their maiden title. In 2021, it ran as a reduced tournament due to the COVID pandemic beginning in April. The Women's Rugby World Cup began in 1991, hosted by Wales and won by the United States. New Zealand has dominated the competition, however, winning 6 of the 9 tournaments thus far, with England taking the title on 2 occasions. This article was published in March 2019 and last updated in January 2024. So there you go, people. There you go. I didn't know it myself personally. You know what I'm saying? See, you got your little video right there of the old school business, how it come up, how they do their thug thizzle. But yeah, I like rugby. I like to play it. There's most sports I like to play. There's not I don't have the same energy to watch them though. You know what I'm saying? That goes for rugby, American football, snooker, pool, darts, golf. There's a lot of sports that I don't mind taking part in. You know what I mean? Have a little fun, play. But to watch them, tell you the truth, is because I don't know all the rules. I don't mind watching darts here and there. You know what I'm saying? The odd snooker game, because I grew up watching snooker with my granddad, so I ain't got a problem. You know what I'm saying? Jimmy White and all them, man. I used to literally watch full games, watch all the frames. You know what I mean? But I prefer to play. If it was watch or play it, I rather play it. But football, I can do both intensely. You know what I'm saying? Basketball, a little bit. I think football is just the main one that'd sit there and have me glued, have me shouting at the screen. That and probably athletics. Those are the main two that would have me glued. Everything else, I gotta catch it. You know what I'm saying? I gotta catch it. There'll be them odd days where I could sit there on a Sunday and watch maybe 20 minutes, maybe, of a marathon. Because you know what I mean? Can't stand racing, as in driving. That's pointless to me. I could take the odd race, horse race. You know what I'm saying? I've gone to dog racing before, but again, that's going and betting and doing it. I can't sit there and watch it. Eurosport and all that. Nah. Yeah. Winter sports, like Winter Olympics, I'm down. I can watch all that. But yeah. Rugby is too much. I don't like stop starts. You get me? People in football complain about it's taking too long. Go check other sports, bruv. Football, American football is like 4 hours. Who's got time for that, bruv? That is literally, that has to be your only sport. You ain't got time to do other things. 4 hours, especially in a day. Nah, right, that look like jockey stuff right there. Oh, that's their caps for their thing. Scene, yeah. See, you gotta learn. This is just a little bit of a rugby history video. So as I was reading, you get me, they're probably still stuck on the first few years of rugby. You get me, man, looking like he's really telling you some bits and bobs there. But I just wanted to go over it because we here, sports show. You get me? Need to talk that talk. All right, next up, we're gonna be talking Miss Shelly Ann Fraser. She's going to be stepping down after the next Olympics, which will be taking part in Paris. So yeah, we're gonna talk about that real quick. You dig? We're gonna talk about that real quick. So let me put this on pause and then come back. We come back again. You dig me? So I just gotta get stuff lined up. Gotta get it lined up, baby. Where is it? Where are you, Miss Sharon? There you go. We just put that one there. Hold that there. All right, people. So yeah, we're gonna come back and we're gonna talk shit. That girl, Shelly Ann. Not girl, Shelly Ann. All right, so Miss Shelly Ann Fraser Price, Jamaican sprinter and Olympic champion, to retire after Paris Games this summer. You underdig me? The three-time Olympic champion sprinter Shelly Ann Fraser Price will retire after the 2024 Paris Olympics, saying she owes it to her family. Salute to you, Queen, for that. You underdig me? Let's get into that. This 2024 is going to be a lot this year, man. There's a lot of competitions popping off. Conspiracy theorists right here. When they got us all focusing on stuff, that means something's happening over there. I just want to put that out. All right, here we go. Miss Fraser Price was the first 100-meter sprinter to win individual medals in 4 consecutive Olympic Games. The Jamaican began her journey in Beijing 2008, which saw her become the first Caribbean woman to win gold in women's 100 meters. She held on to her 100-meter title in London 2012, joining a selected few to have done so. Despite battling a toe injury, she won bronze in 2016 Rio Olympics and silver in the relay. After giving birth in 2017, she won another Olympic silver and a relay gold in Tokyo in 2022. My son needs me. My husband and I have been together since before I won in 2008. He has sacrificed for me. 37-year-old Fraser told Essence.com. we're a partnership, a team, and it's because of that support that I'm able to do the things that I have been doing for all of these years. She added, I think I now owe it to them to do something else. Currently, she is focused on preparing for Paris, which takes place from July the 26th to August the 11th, and something she views as an opportunity to push boundaries. It is about showing the people that you stop when you decide. I want to finish on my own terms, she said. In 2019, she became the oldest woman to claim the 100-meter world champion title in Doha. She further solidified her achievements by winning the title again at the age of 35 in 2024, 14 years after her initial Olympic gold triumph. It is not enough that we step on the track and win these medals. You have to think about the next generation that's coming after you and give them the opportunity also to dream, and dream big, Fraser added. And that's the end of that article right there, my people. So yeah, man, Miss Shelley is wrapping up. This is going to be her final season that she's doing her Thug Thizzle, final year. And then hubby gets to go and do his thing. You know what I'm saying? I like that. Nice little balance. You know what I'm saying? Mrs. is out there doing her thing. So, real man, hold tight, hold the fort down. You dig me? You hold it down. Whoever's got the key to go and do something great for you and your family, and especially, it's not just for you and your family. It's not like she's going out there to struggle. She's going out there to do something that she loves, do something that she's been training to do, that she's been trained to do. You know what I mean? Look, cheese and everything, so you can't say nothing about that. Big her up each and every time. Big up her marriage situation. Bring up her life. You got it, girl. You get me? You got it, Miss Lady. Champion right there. Can't say nothing to you. Big up the family. I hope you guys enjoy your retirement, and I hope you can take a medal home with you. I don't even care what it is. Bronze, silver, gold. You know what I mean? Top 3. Bring that home. I know obviously every athlete wants that gold. You know what I'm saying? But do not get snobby. You ain't turning down no silvers or bronze. You dare. You know what I'm saying? Look at her there. Proud silver. Look at the cheesing. That's silver medals around their neck. They're cheesing. Because winning is winning. I hate when people like to dash away the coming second. I know you're feeling emotional in the thing, but you second. You know what I mean? I know some people are like, yeah, second, best loser. All right, whatever. You know what I mean? Whatever. I trained hard and I got second or I got third. You ain't taking that away from me. I tell you that now. You would not take that away from me, because when it's all said and done, I'm here. Where's fourth, fifth, and sixth? Where their man at? You know what I mean? Where's the people who couldn't even qualify to get here? Where you at? There's more of you lot than there is of us lot over here. You know what I mean? It's only 3 of us. You know what I mean? Yes, gold is the best. Silver is second best, and bronze is third best. You get me? Still best. Just third best. You get me? But yeah, big up. I'm definitely gonna be watching her over the time between July and August. Definitely going to be watching that. But next up, we're going to be talking about another former, well, she's not former, but a former Olympian. Talking about Dwayne Chambers taking on a gladiator. What? Yeah.
I got my girl, you got your man. Keep it cool, nothing has to change. Just take my
number and save it under a different name. Say something. Say something. All right, let's see what we can do for that. I don't think we got a video. Just gonna be that because Dwayne's videos were quite short. Digs me, but we gonna get into this either way, man. We gonna get into this. So, Mr. Wayne Chambers is taking on Gladiator star Harry. I'm gonna call it Inkins. I can't pronounce your name, so you're just gonna be Harry for the whole of this, my brother. I apologize, but I don't want to mess up the name. You get me? So Dwayne Chambers is taking on a new gladiator. Now you can see him right there. Just in case you can't see him that big. There you go, right there. Dwayne's on the left and Harry's on the right. You get me? Dwayne, vet. Harry, new kid. I say new. He ain't new to athletics, as you can clearly see by his form. He ain't new. And if you see him on Gladiators, you can see he ain't new. It's shocking me that his size, that he is a runner. You get me? I would have taken him for a thrower or something. You get me? But these runners are getting bigger. You get me? The more muscle you got to make you fly. You know what I'm saying? As long as you can make that weight fly, then it will all work out for you in the end, you dig? So let's read this article real quick. Dwayne Chambers is set to compete in an indoor championship, UK indoor championship, at the age of 45. Salute to you, my brother. He's got 5 years on me and can come up against the gladiator star Harry. Both men are entered in the 60 meters for the event at the arena in Birmingham on February the 17th to the 18th. Oh, it's gone. Is this gone? It's gone, isn't it? Yeah, it's over. It's already happened. My bad. Didn't read that. I just saw the article and I was like, what? So this has already happened. So here we go. Anyway, Chambers, who qualified by running a 6.81 seconds at the meet in Lee Valley earlier this year, won the world indoor title in 2010 after serving a 2-year ban for doping. I forgot all about that, bruv. He announced his retirement in 2017, but competed in the National Indoor Championship in 2019, reaching the semi-finals before being disqualified for 4 starts. Chambers returned the following year and finished last in his semi-final after coming through the heats. The 60-meter race are all scheduled to take place on Saturday, with the heat scheduled for 12:15 p.m. that day, and the semi-finals at 3:35 p.m. ahead of the final at 5:20. Harry took gold in the 100 meters and 200 meters in the World Youth Championships in 2005 and has won numerous relay medals at senior level. The 35-year-old, here we go, he's 5 years below. Look at that, I'm right in between them. He's 35 years, the 35-year-old has entered the indoor championships on the back of his appearance as Neutrino in the BBC remake. Is it the B? Oh yeah, it's on iPlayer. In the BBC remake of The Gladiators, and qualifying time for the World Indoor Championship, which takes place in Glasgow in March, is 6.58 seconds. So big up them, man. There, you get me. There you go. He's not even young, 35. I mean, so a 45-year-old versus a 35-year-old. 10 years in between them. You get me? So while Chambers was on road, or just starting to be on road, you get me? Harry was just getting his bum changed. Ain't that funny? Ain't that hilarious? You get me? Just getting his butt changed. But let's be honest, I don't know who won, but my money's on Harry. My money is definitely on Harry. You get me? But big them both up each and every time. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad that Dwayne's got over the dope thing, because that's not good. That's not good, my brother. That's not good. But next up, we're going to be talking of Vince McMahon. What? Vince McMahon has stepped down. Not as WWE, but he stepped down from their sister company. Oh yeah, we gonna talk about this Pimp Juices.
I got my girl, you got your man. Keep it cool, nothing has to change. Just take my
number and save it under a different name. I was gonna have some wrestling stuff video up for you, but knowing my luck, they're gonna copyright it. So I won't do that. I said I won't do that. I didn't put it up there. Put it there. Okay, so here we go. Vince McMahon resigns from WWE parent company TKO after sexual misconduct lawsuit filed. WWE co-founder Vince McMahon has resigned from the organization's parent company after being accused of sexual misconduct and sex trafficking. What the fuck? You get me? There has to be some minor little detail where someone's trying to ting. You know what I'm saying? You know, like human trafficking could be considered a man taking an adult woman across a border. Human trafficking. If people don't know that she's willing, she can come back and say, I didn't want to go. And that would just be noted down as trafficking. It's same as if you was to pee outside down the road and then kids come around the corner and then police come around the corner, you get put on the list with the pedophiles and all them, man. Because child saw your blessing. They don't care about details, and I don't know if they actually put details on the list, which they should. You get me? If the name has to go on the list, it should say peeing 2 roads away from a school. You get me? Compared to touch children. Different things, bruv. They really need to. That's a big thing to be putting on someone. The former employee Janelle Grant filed a graphic lawsuit. That's all right. A graphic lawsuit on Thursday in which she alleged she was the victim of physical, emotional abuse, and sexual assault and trafficking at the firm. What? That's weird. Pardon me. You know what I mean? Vince denies the allegation but has stepped down as executive chairman of the board of directors at the TK Group. And at the TK Group, the firm said the 78-year-old faces multiple accusations, including forcing Grant into a sexual relationship to keep her job and passing around sexual explicit photos and videos of Grant to other men, including other WWE employees. Miss Grant worked in the WWE's legal and talent departments and agreed to be named in the case. The lawsuit filed in Connecticut claims Vince McMahon subjected her to acts of extreme cruelty and degradation, that caused her to become numb to the reality in order to survive in her horrific encounters. Another man accused in the case is the company's former head of talent relations and the general manager, who has not yet commented. McMahon said on Friday he was resigning out of respect for WWE and the TKO Group. He added, "I stand by my prior statement that Miss Grant's lawsuit is replete and is a bag of lies." You get me? Made up instances that never occurred, and is a vindicated distortion of the truth. Damn. Okay. I intend to vigorously defend myself against these baseless accusations and look forward to clearing my name. A number of screenshots of the explicit messages allegedly sent by McMahon to Grant were included in the court's documents. Is it? Okay. There you go then. We shall see those. The lawsuit also claimed that WWE benefited financially from a commercial sex act venture by McMahon by having wrestling talent sign new contracts after presenting Miss Grant as a sexual commodity for their use. What? Miss Grant is seeking compensation and to have the court void a $3 million 2.3 non-disclosure agreement, which she alleged she's received only $1 million. I don't even know. McMahon stood down as WWE chief executive in 2022 amid allegations of allegations matching those in the lawsuit. He led the organization for decades and was familiar to wrestling fans around the world. The former wrestler used scripted matches, celebrity wrestlers, and glitz to appeal to the TV audiences, with revenue boosted by pay-per-view events such as WrestleMania. One of his iconic on-screen moments was in 2007 when he started a feud with Donald Trump. WWE merged last year with the firm that runs UFC Ultimate Fighting Championship to create a $21 billion company, TKO Group Holdings, where McMahon was executive chairman and board of until Friday. Earlier this week, TK Group said it was taking the claims very seriously. Mr. McMahon does not control TK, nor does he oversee the day-to-day operations of WWE. It is said, while this matter predates our TKO executive team's tenure at the company, we take Miss Grant's horrific allegations very seriously and are addressing this matter internally. Yeah, that looks mad. So he's not in charge of nothing. Who knew? I didn't know that. Did you know he was in charge of nada, zero, zip, stingy with the Nero? Crazy allegations. But as I know people who have been have been, what's the word, alleged accused and come out the other side where the truth actually comes out. This is not good. It's very bad. You shouldn't be able to just say things on people. That should have to go through court. Have to. Because the reason why I say that is because it's scary out there, man. All it takes is for one person to say something, or one creative person to make up a lot of lies and back up something that people may have been thinking. Like the other day, I saw a Russell Brand advert, and it was like, there was a moment where his eyes just went black, and then they show a picture of him and his black eyes. It's like, that's why this world is crazy, and whatever you put online, people can manipulate and just turn and put towards you. That's like, so like, it's like me doing this. Blah, 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 blah. Someone could snip that and say, look, he loves shooting, he loves killing, he loves it, he loved it. It's like, you shouldn't do that to people, man. It's very scary, but let me know down below what you thinking about this case right here, people. You get me? I'm not going to ask you, do you think he did it? You get me? Because we don't know. We weren't there. It's just fucked up. I want to know what you think about accusations. You know what I'm saying? Not only that, it's wanting money for me. That's where it's a little bit. If you took money from me or you made me lose business, then I want money. But if you done something to harm me, money ain't really going to do it. And then what, you get to walk around and you get to be free. Nah, man. That's not law, and that's not doing anything good. You know what I'm saying? That's why when they come out against Michael Jackson and all that, and the first thing is money, ain't nothing happened to you. Ain't nothing happened to you. If something happens to you or your loved ones, money does not fix it. You want that person hurt. That's why fathers and mothers do that. Well, not all. Some of them come out and ask you to forgive the killers of their children and stuff. I don't know. That's here nor there for me, because that's just stupid. Maybe they're traumatized where they say that. You know what I'm saying? But that's stupid. But for the ones who just end up walking up on the person and just shooting them in the head or stabbing them in the heart or kicking them off a bridge or whatever, kidnapping them and torturing them, you get me? Legal law-abiding citizen. You know what I'm saying? All that kind of stuff. That's what you want. When someone does evil to you, money won't fix it. You get me? Unless, the only thing I can think of is unless they will take every single penny and asset that person has and leave them homeless. Now I'm affecting you. If I can leave you with $1 million, you can still live. You may not be accustomed to living like that. You know what I'm saying? It might be a little adapting. I've got to go back to how I was when I was young. Yeah. And even then, no. Was you a millionaire when you was young? No, you wasn't. You know what I'm saying? But you have to take everything, and not just money, everything. Assets have to go close. You get me? The person that you did whatever to can go to the cheapest secondhand shop and go buy you some clothes that cost 5p each. You get you some socks, some trainers, t-shirt, a hat, and a sleeping bag. There you go. Start over. Deuces. And by law, no one from your past can help you, as in businesses and family, and that no one can be giving you doubt. Oh yeah, that's all right. I'll give you the mansion. I'm renting that one out. You know, I've got about 20 of them. No, everyone is banned from helping you. Okay, cool. But other than that, it should just be about justice. You get me? But that's the problem with law and stuff. From when there is, can get this lawyer, and they got to give them that 10 million, and then you have to deal with the guy that they get for free, that they give you for free to help you, and he's got like 200 clients, while Mr. 10 million is only dealing with you. And then that 10 million, he starts getting to work, gets the investigators out, starts putting money in people's pockets and getting answers and getting moves and getting and changing people's minds with little checks. Mr. Free can't do none of that. But that's not law. Law is about law. The law. What's the law? But from when there is the better lawyer can get you off, it's not about law. It's about manipulating the law, and that shouldn't be. That shouldn't even be a thing. It's meant to be clear cut. This is about justice, right? Blind justice. That's why justice is a joke, bruv. Everyone in the courtroom is using their feelings. Best believe that. Best believe that. So, gonna wrap that up right there. I ain't even gonna say too much. I don't even really want to know no one's comments. Really, I just put it out there because, sports news. So we got one more thing. Well, technically two more, but I'm gonna put them together. So we're gonna talk about Nottingham Forest showing their class and bringing an old fan who gave up her season ticket back into the stadium so she can see a game. And then we're gonna wrap that up with some sportsmanship video. We're gonna, you know what I mean? See how sportsmen get it right, not get it wrong. Dig? Brown, you're looking fresh right now. All right, let's get that up. Ooh. Sorry, things messing around. Pause right there. Blow that up right there. And then let me go into this one and get my article up on Nottingham Forest, man, because I think this is beautiful. This was beautiful. All right, let's get this up right now. Let's get it up right now. All right, so right here we go. Excuse me. Pardon me. Nottingham Forest. I'm not crying. Premier League fans reduced to tears by video of Nottingham Forest supporter, and you can say you can't, and you say you can't buy class. You can't buy class, baby. Football fans were left teary-eyed after Nottingham Forest shared an emotional video on their social media. The Premier League outfit told fans the fantastic story of 90-year-old superfan Vera Hill. Salute to you, darling. Get me? There she is right there. Vieira is a long life Red supporter and a former season ticket holder at the City Ground before she gave it up after beginning to lose her eyesight. After 15 years without her ticket, Vieira was invited back to the historic stadium to soak up the atmosphere once again. Forest invited Vieira to their clash with West Ham on Saturday so she could listen to the mole of Kante one more time. To the mole of I don't even know what I'm saying. I don't know what that is. The song, it's the iconic song is belted out by the Forest faithful before every home game and has been part of the club's history since 1978. The video shared to the Forest social media show Vieira visibly shaken by the touching movement. Or she could have been cold, but cool. Fans were left touched by the video itself, with many sharing their reactions underneath the post. One wrote, "You can't buy class," while another added, "Wow, amazing gesture and inspiring moment." A third wrote, "This sport, just special, isn't it? Don't matter who you are, what walk of life you're from, moments like this is just brilliant." One fan tried to play it cool while shredding a tear for a moment, while writing, "Is someone chopping onions again?" Another added embrace of emotion, added time to cry again. Vieira was interviewed before the game by Forest TV and explained she's been Nottingham Forest fan for so long that she can't even remember starting out. Bless her cottons, need that. She said, "I'm 92 now and I can't even remember when I started supporting Forest, but it seems like forever." She almost made a match prediction that her beloved side would come out on top as 2-0 winners against the Hammers, and she was given exactly what she asked for, with 2-0 victory that pulled Nuno Santos' team further away from the relegation gap. Big up Vera, Miss Hill, that is. You understand? Big her up each and every time. Blessed her cottons. That is beautiful, man. That is beautiful. That's what we need. You know what I'm saying? That is what we need. Arsenal got one. We got one, Miss Marie. She ain't with us no more. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure we got loads, thousands, but, the ones that they always show. Get me? Big her up as well. R.I.P. to Miss Marie, former Gooner. I say former Gooner, wherever she at. She's probably still a Gooner. Big up her family as well. You understand me? All right, people. I'm going to leave you. I'm going to wrap it up with this video since football's showing so much class. We're going to bring it back. I'm going to bring it back and show some more some more 100% sportsman moments. Yeah, we're just going to jump straight into it, guys, and then signing off after that. So make sure, people, you like and subscribe. Yeah, like and subscribe, and I will see you guys next week. Enjoy the video. You know what I mean? I'm going to leave you with this one. I ain't going to play all of it. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to play you a little bit. It's about 8 minutes, but I'm going to play you a couple minutes. You know what I'm saying? Show some football class out here. That's how we end it. Wrap it up. Levels. You understand? Be good. Stay blessed. And I'll see you on the next one, guys. I'll see you on the next one, man. Stay good, man. I'm out of it.
Oh, and he just left his foot there and caught that time. So took it back. Ribery made a yard. From Ribery against Carvajal. Penalty. And a yellow card. Sit down with a problem. Arturo Vidal has blasted it high and horrible.
His rehabilitation was complete on December 16th in the year 2000, with his iconic gesture of catching the ball, with the goal seemingly at his mercy against Everton.
Di Canio, sportingly, almost unbelievably catching the ball there. What nerve does that take? How many players would have headed that goalwards? And the whole crowd rises to what must be one of the Kimmich.
So viel Platz und so einen guten Fuß. Joe, irgendwie ist er drin. Genau, und Sadio Mané zeigt selber an mit Augenzwinkern, also
To Mount, every kick has been scored. Until now, he's missed it, and Spurs are going through to the next round of the Carabao Cup. Harry Kane's kick is the winner.
See, brilliant. Vidal towards Messi, didn't quite get there. Free kick, because Messi went in with the stud showing a bit. He's uttering apologies with the two players down on the floor.
Yeah, it's horrific, isn't it? Absolutely horrific.
Yeah, this is for Ronaldo, I think, guys.
Round of applause again, as there was at Anfield in the 7th minute for Cristiano Ronaldo early in the evening. And with 7 minutes gone, there is applause all around Anfield for Manchester United's absent number 7, Cristiano Ronaldo. A tragic loss.
But unselfish from Morelos. Yeah, this is the one. I don't know whether Martin would have actually done this, actually stopped the play when one of the Antwerp players had pulled a hamstring. Little shake of her.
Floated in. Oh, that was a crunching challenge. Referee quick to blow. Penalty for Germany. That certainly looked a painful one.
It's an effort from their team, and they feel, I think, that let's see what's happening here.
Yeah, ref is pointing like in a corner. If something happened. Well, people looking at the stand behind the goal of Ledesma, but I don't know if something happened.
Has taken place here. Xavi now explaining to Del Ferro Grande what he's
het strand nog naartoe. Ja, het komt tweede ding in. En jacht op de camera ongeveer. Jammer nee, dat wordt lastig om die nog overeind te krijgen. Maar hij heeft hulp nodig. Hij zegt hij achterbanks. Die kan...
Das war nicht gegen den Ball, das war ein Foulspiel. Zumindest so die Referee-Auslegung gegen Norman Teuerkauf, der immer noch im vollen Gedanken ist, den Ball gespielt zu haben. Ja, es war Material dabei und ich denke mir, ich muss ihn bezahlen.
Смотри внимательно на арбитра. Он не ставит точку или ставит. Пока что думает такое ощущение. Но мы напомним, что есть, конечно же, система ВАР. И в подобных случаях, если арбитр ошибается, она обязана вмешиваться.
Şimdi Fabrizio geri koşuyor. Fabrizio bu arada kası attı ve orada çok centilmence Erhan Çelenk, çok sportmence alkış alıyor tribünlerden de. Fabrizio'nun adelesinde bir
Knowing what this sport means to us and what results mean, this is powerful.
Ömercan. Ama sekti kale boş. Ömercan sakatlık yaşıyor. Alkış. Kocaman bir alkış. Çektar Orhan'a bir alkış. Çektar Orhan'ı alkışlıyor. Siz televizyonda Çotan Akstan'ında taraftar. Kaleci yerdeydi. Dönüp kaleye vurabilirdi. Topu alana gönderebilirdi. Durdu.
Yeah, we know that children are the best. That's it. Humans first, baby. Humans first. You heard? Get that tongue out, man. Humans first. Come on. Oh, bit him. Get his tongue out. And then we stop right there.
Cristiano Ronaldo.
We stop right there. Oh my God. Humans, man. As much as I say I don't like people, and you watch stuff like that and you see real humans at work. Real humans, you heard me? Real. No matter what shirt you wearing, we humans out here, man. If that don't touch you, you ain't human. I don't want to fuck with you. Straight up and down. That there was beautiful. I love watching those videos. They get me. And I'm like, oh my God, why can't football be like that all the time? You know what I'm saying? I hope it's like that tonight. You know what I mean? Arsenal away at Port. I hope it's like that tonight. I hope it's like that on Sunday. You know, to dig me. Because I will be here. Bar level, watch along for the Cup final, Carabao Cup final. And of course, I'm a Gooner, so you know I'm going to be here later on today. Champions League is back. Let's just hope and pray that sportsmanship is up there the whole time. You know, to dig me? As I said, people, I'm out of here, man. Stay good. Stay blessed. Yeah, man. It's bar level, baby. I'll see you on the other side. Stay good. I'm gone, you heard?
Bringing you the hottest takes, the latest scores, and the most electrifying moments in the world of sports. Don't miss out on the action. Tune in and turn up the intensity.